Ryuko! Is anyone there? Can you hear me? I've been looking all over for you. Where the hell did you guys run off to? Are Lila and them with you? Is something wrong? Hey! Wait! Where are you going? Ryuko! Come on! You can't just walk away from me while... Come back. What the... Oh yeah, I was fighting that mustache bastard. Then what happened? Jeez, my freaking head! Ow! Okay... Hey, Ryuko! What the hell are we doing on this boat?
The sleeper has awakened.
I know you. He stayed behind? You all just let him stay in that cave so we could get away? What the hell is that about? How in the hell could you guys just leave him behind like that? Tell me! I don't understand how this happened! You were on board with this, Jose?
We had no other choice. We could have either all stayed and died, or one stay, and so he stayed.
Don't give me that crap, man! I just don't believe it! We're supposed to be protecting one another out here. No one is alone. No one should ever be left behind to die like that! Turn this piece of crap around right now! You hear me? We're changing course!
It's too late. Several days late, as a matter of fact. I would suggest that the boy who has been spending his time in Dreamland shut his mouth till he's up to speed.
Dreamland?
You've had quite an easy time of it, lad. First, you resign yourself from battle and keel over in a pitiful slump at the feet of the enemy. Then sleep for days and wake up whining like a child. A spoiled little child.
What did you call me?
Tell us, what friend would you have deemed fit to die if Ryuko had not volunteered his life? Faced with that dilemma, Ryuko chose to save the ones dear to him and met his own end without conceit. He put the lives of others before his own. Thanks to his act of sacrifice, you can still draw breath with which to voice your complaints. Your friends honored his actions by preserving the lives he cherished. Perhaps you could honor them as well and be thankful you are all alive to discuss the merits of his deeds. While you were sleeping, they've had much time to mourn Ryuko and comfort each other for their loss.
I'm sorry.
I sent a scouting party to investigate the scene at the cave. I expect they'll return soon. Who knows what they may find.
We've all returned safely.
With what news?
It was just as we had expected. Not a soul was to be found there, including Caro's minions. Did they leave any kind of clues behind? That's his blade.
I'm sorry. Maybe Ryuko just dropped it. Don't worry. I'll make sure that bastard answers for this. You hear?
I do, but still you won't.
Listen up, friend. If it wasn't for Ryuko, I wouldn't even be alive right now. I owe him big time, and this is the only way I know how to pay him back. Are you gonna stand in my way?
If you truly wish to pay him back, protect the life he saved, the life he died for. If Mizar thought it necessary to act as a breakwater between Alcade and Dubé, we should also honor his wish to preserve the peace. Try as we might, we simply cannot shirk from the sacred burdens our celestial bodies shackle to us.
I don't believe it. You bear the mark of the stars as well?
You're Megras? But why didn't you tell us that you were a dipper bearer until just this moment?
Now let us not be content to idly float adrift. We must set a new course and make all preparations to harbor our vessel and our spirits at Leontong!
You're familiar with Leontong too?
I am, and quite intimately, in fact. At least enough to know it's the best place for you. I swore up and down I'd never return there, but here we are.
The players are finding their marks, inhabiting the roles in which fate has cast them. Knowing our boy Taito, he's likely quite confused.
Well, this is nice. Getting to travel by boat like this, I mean. Koyo's been really great helping us out like he has. And this weather is simply amazing. Come on, Ty, you've got to cheer up. Maybe you could find something that takes your mind off everything. Jose's helping with rowing. May's showing off her cooking skills. The crew is actually a lot nicer than they look. They appreciate whatever we do. They even give us a hand when we try to help. You know, they always seem to need more lookouts. Or maybe you could even learn how to do something new that's really fun.
Tell me something.
What's up?
What'd he say? What was the last thing Ryuko said?
Hime! Jose! Get Taito and Lila out of here now! I'll stay and fend off Carol!
It's just like Koyo said earlier. They honored his wishes and worked together to make sure that we were safe. They only left because Ryuko had asked them to.
We didn't really know each other for very long, but I thought I understood him. I thought we were of the same spirit, that we could communicate without words. The truth is, we didn't really know each other at all. But he ended up alone in that cave because of me. No, because of all this star nonsense. This curse. My damn curse cost him his life.
Taito.
It's all my fault. None of us are ever gonna see him again because of who I am.
Ryuko did what he had to do because that was his fate. It wasn't because you made him do it, Taito. It was just his fate as one of the Divine Warriors.
You're wrong. Without me, he would still be alive. He'd still be happy at home at the temple with Ryusho and Rinmei and all those people he cared about. It's like I killed him myself. I am the one who's really responsible for his death. Not just him. The Kid Long platoon and Koei are all dead because of me. Damn it! I might as well be poisoned. If you want to stay alive, keep away from me.
That's not true. It's not all your fault. It's not.
Don't make her cry just because you're in a bad mood. All you've done since waking up is whine on and on about yourself.
Please don't hurt him.
Ryuko went down in that cave all because of you, huh? I had to strike down the woman who raised me because of you. Do you really think you were that important? Do you? Just get the hell over yourself.
Stop! Please stop it, Jose!
Forgive me, Lila. I am sick of your crap. Don't you realize that things are gonna happen whether you're around or not? It doesn't matter. So stop being such a damn coward and face your fate like everyone else had to. Just be a man for once in your life.
Jose, please! You'll kill him!
Go ahead. I deserve whatever's coming to me. It's payment for all the pain and suffering I've caused everybody. It'll finally put an end to this curse of Miyake.
You can't keep on like this, Taito.
I just don't understand it. Why does this have to be our fate?
Do you think he can survive this?
I have no idea, but whether he lives or dies, we still have to accept the hand that fate has seen fit to deal us.
I'm aware of that. But still.
But still what?
Have you somehow forgotten that we share a common goal with that boy out there? For my own reasons, I want him to succeed. All right, you salty dogs! Shift-changing time! Team number 3, please report to your posts. Team number 1, it's time to fill your bellies!
I've never seen such excitement about mealtime before in my life. Did Koyo neglect to feed you before I arrived?
He might as well have. I think the chum we threw overboard was more fit for human consumption than our usual fare.
It's true, but ever since you came aboard, dinner has become my favorite time of day.
Seafood dumplings, fried rice, and grilled shrimp and sweet chili sauce. The Emperor would be lucky to eat this well.
Hearing such praise from you makes it all worthwhile.
If you don't mind my asking, would it be possible for you to make steamed pork dumplings for dinner sometime?
That most certainly would be a treat. I'm sure you'd make the kind of pork dumplings even the pigs would be proud to be a part of. Yeah, just the thought of them makes me drool.
Oh, me too.
So what do you say, my lady?
Please forgive me, but I made a solemn pledge to myself that I'd never make such a dish again.
Oh, we wouldn't want to ask you to do anything you don't want to do, right?
Yeah, right.
Anything you want to cook is just fine with us.
Yes, we're all very satisfied.
Ryuko.
My word, what are you doing? Taito! What have you done to yourself?
Leave me alone. I know what I'm doing. I have to get this damn pattern off my body for good.
Stop this!
Please help me. I don't know what to do. I just want my normal life back like it used to be. I don't want to be Alcade anymore. I don't want this fate. I don't want to bring pain to everyone. I just want all this to stop. You gotta help me stop this.
Taito, believe me when I tell you. None of what has happened to us is your fault.
It's not.
All we've been through is according to our fate. And Yuko knew that. He wouldn't blame you.
Enjoying the night air?
Your Majesty. Please forgive me, Highness. I apologize if I've disturbed your slumber.
Fear not. My restless mind alone is to blame.
My thoughts, too, prevented me from sleeping.
I suppose, my lady, you've overheard the same joyous talk as have I.
Yes, I have, my lord.
I understand that things happen for reasons besides concern for my general happiness. I cannot escape that fact of life in my position. But the fact of the matter is, I'm quite happy.
And my work is done.
I don't think she could be any more beautiful than she already is, but still, there's no way to know unless I look for myself.
She has quite a vision. Give the poor boy a look.
Okay.
Exquisite! She's just exquisite.
Aww.
You see? I am truly an artist.
Yes, but it helps to have such a lovely canvas to begin with. It is true. Her natural beauty is quite an advantage.
No, that's not true.
Nonsense! It's true, it's true, it's truly true! Master, my only regret is that you can't be here to see how overjoyed I am at this moment. To think my bride's beauty would surpass the most radiant sunset! I'm the luckiest man in the whole world!
You mean it? You think I really look that good?
Yes, yes, I'll say it 1,000 times if you want me to. Yes!
Well, in that case, I should show Taito. Oh, Taito! You see? Your sister is a vision of loveliness. Koyo's surprisingly good at putting on makeup. Anyway, he offered to enhance my beauty. What's wrong?
I don't know why you're so excited. Who the hell cares how you look? Is this how you mourn Ryuko? By playing dress-up with your friends?
I wasn't being disrespectful.
Then just what in the hell are you doing? Do you honestly think he'd want you to be fooling around at a time like this?
That's enough. I understand your desire to turn your back on fate in your role as Alcade. The truth is, what's put you in this newfound sullen mood is more commonplace than cosmic. You've lost heart.
What did you say?
If you can't hear me, I guess I'll have to explain it to you another way.
I'm sick of you always lecturing me. I don't need to learn anything from you.
So shut up!
You're gonna have to do way better than that.
You're too slow. As weak-minded as you are now, there's no way in hell you could beat me!
You're right. I'm pathetic. I can't change my fate in life. I can't take revenge for Ryuko's death. I'm nothing.
I told you, you lost the fire inside you. Tomorrow we rest. I want this ship taken ashore at dawn's first light.
Yes, sir! You bastard. Who the hell are you to tell me what I can and can't do? You're just some lowlife on a rotten boat playing captain to a bunch of scumbags.
Several years ago, there was a small farming village laid waste by a bloodthirsty general named Kero. At his command, a vast army of mindless killers. Whatever reason was given to justify the attack, it was surely nothing but a lie. That's horrible. The villagers' homes were burned to the ground as the people cowered in terror inside them. Men, women, and children were slaughtered without prejudice. The only survivors that day were two children who were playing on a boat in the nearby river. Those two were Koyo and myself. When we returned home, the faces of our friends and loved ones were no longer even recognizable to us. Everyone that had been dear to our hearts were suddenly and violently taken away from us forever in an instant. Every person in the Wojin squad shares this tragedy. The common thread that binds us together is our loss. All at the hands of Kero. None of us can think of him without visions of bloody reprisal darkening our hearts.
Then why don't you guys just do it already and send him to hell where he belongs? And if Koyo doesn't want to himself, why won't he let me?
Only you can answer that question. I don't claim to understand the karma of the stars, Taito. But listen, everyone has to carry the burden of their own fate, like it or not. That fact cannot be negotiated. I most certainly did not choose the fate I was handed down in this life, nor did you. But what we can choose is how we shoulder the burden we were given. You are the worst of the offenders! What kind of an example do you think it sets for these men to see their own captain comport himself like a boor?
That's unkind. I did save enough for you.
Not the point! Silence!
Just look at them. They're the same no matter where you go. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, sure, I guess so.
It's Taito, isn't it?
Yeah.
Feeling powerless to help is pretty awful, huh? Especially when it concerns the people we love.
Hey, Taito. Listen, I know you haven't eaten in a while. Ray shared some jerky with me if you'd like some. It's delicious. Oh, that's right. The Lower Jin guys all went out to hunt for everybody's meal earlier. Of course, what they wound up catching was way too small for all of us to share.
Tell me,
Tell you what?
why was I so helpless against Kero? Why did Ryuko have to die? Just explain it to me!
Sorry. I can't.
Yeah, well, I thought so.
I'm sorry.
The issue is proportion.
Proportion?
Unless I'm mistaken, Enki's wrath has its source in our prevender's diminutive size.
I'm not so sure that's the problem.
That is exactly the problem! So, that being the case, our solution is to go after bigger prey, correct?
Yeah.
Enthusiastically!
Oh, I see.
Man, has he lost heart. That just doesn't seem like Taito at all.
I'm sorry.
You've got nothing to apologize for.
I should be able to do something, but
Come on, you did what you could. I'll bet he wants to ignore you just so he can sulk out there like a big baby. Hell, it's not like he's the only one that's broken up by Ryuko's death.
It's all right. Don't censor yourself on my account. That said, he's got a lot on his mind. I don't think Ryuko is the only thing troubling him. Poor guy. He's at a loss as to his own purpose. I guess every one of us born with a sigil goes down that road eventually.
what do you mean?
Do you remember what the legends have to say about us?
The Dipper Bearers? When the earthly plane is in chaos, they'll descend down from the sphere above.
Well, you'll notice the story leaves whether or not the Dipper Bearers bring salvation open to debate. Some people take the view that they're actually the harbingers of that chaos. Whether it wishes to or not, a star affects any and everything around it profoundly. For better or for worse.
So then, you're saying whatever we do, we just mess up people's lives?
We'd just be fooling ourselves if we didn't admit it. When you start dwelling on that, though, you open the door to a host of ugly questions. Everything you thought you were suddenly seems no more than a mirage. You start to feel cruelly cheated by your own fate.
Taito's just at a low ebb right now, that's all. He'll shake it off.
All of this will pass, Lila. You'll see.
How's he holding up?
Rather sullenly, I'm afraid. I don't believe I've ever known you to be so concerned. This unscheduled stop is for Taito's sake.
Hardly. Fact is, I stopped to get our bearings, so to speak. The boy's mood is starting to rub off on everyone.
Sounds familiar. Sorry.
What is that supposed to be?
Oh, Rin May asked me to hoist it up earlier. It's the insignia for the Men Are Hopeless League.
Okay.
Taito! I'm starving. You? Well, on your feet, sourpuss. Dinner left a lot to be desired, don't you think? So we're gonna track down something with some honest-to-goodness heft to it and feast like the men we are. Hey, with me? Taito.
Sure. Whatever.
Come on, man.
There it is! Come on!
Sounds like we got a banquet headed our way. I'll handle it from here. What? Great, it's a smart one. Heads up, Taito! You've got company! Taito! What the... What are you doing? Jose!
There. It should heal before too long.
That's good.
The hell's your problem? You could have been killed, you know that? I didn't mean... Just save it! Why didn't you fight the damn thing? You of all people should have been able to take it down with the flick of your wrist! What kind of crap are you trying to pull? Sorry. Idiot!
The man said he was sorry. Surely one injured person is enough for today. Just as I thought.
Koyo,
You've lost the ability to channel, haven't you?
how'd you...
Come now. You're not the first to have experienced this. So, what do you intend to do?
Well, I guess I need to figure out how to get the ability to channel back.
If that's what you really want. The only thing channeling is really good for is combat. By taking it back, the presumption is you wish to re-enter the fray.
Well,
Cherished friends, strangers. People will die because of their loyalty to you. That is, because of their loyalty to Alcade. But to turn your back on the stars is to choose a poorly lit path indeed. The price of Alcade's power is his karma. Reject that and, well...
so what then? I'm just supposed to accept this Alcade thing's destiny as my own on faith? How many people do I have to hurt in the process?
Tragically, the brightest star tends to eclipse those nearest to it in the sky. Then again, that same harsh glare can illuminate the darkest corner. Good, huh? That little nugget of wisdom comes from Master Sone.
You know Master Sone? What is Alcade? What's all this karma of the stars stuff? Explain it to me.
In your place, son, I'd seek a better view. Clarity prefers distance, a hawk's vantage, as it were.
A better view.
At this hour? You just let him go wandering all by himself?
The way he is now, I'd be lucky to beat a rabbit. Are you even listening to me, old man?
Calm down. Try not to be so overprotective.
You were guests on the doya, and that means you show its captain some respect.
That's about the long and short of it. Fact of the matter is, Taito has the right to do as he pleases. He'll return in his own good time. I suggest you be patient.
Need you have been so harsh. I mean, you could have at least offered your take on the situation. Might have consoled them a bit.
Oh dear. Defecting to their side now, are ya?
You know whose side I'm on. I just have an excess of sympathy for anyone barked at by a self-centered, overbearing lout. That's all.
Self-centered loud, huh? My kind of guy.
I'll bet he is.
The brightest star. Ryuko, would you have been as confused by all of this as I am right now? Come on, Lila, he'll be okay. Dumb as he is, an animal just think he's one of its own. Dead end. What the? Not a good sound. Damn it, still no good.
drive off, I suppose.
Captain! It's Lila. She's gone.
No luck. I can't find a trace of her anywhere.
Same here.
I see.
Somebody took the sword from Taito's room. It's possible.
That she intends to bring the sword to her brother. She's put herself at great peril, I'm afraid.
We have to form a search party.
Rouse the crew immediately. Find her.
Sir!
Not enough heft to me for a beast meal, huh?
Just stay strong. Scared as you are, Lila, remember, your idiot brother needs you. Oh, Bunny. How cute. Hey, why are you running off?
Lila?
Get away from me! Just stay back! Taito! Taito!
Lila!
Taito!
It's that same one! Hang on, sis, I'm coming! There's no time! Hey there. Are you okay?
Yeah, thanks, Ty. That move. You're able to channel again.
You're right. All I could think about was saving you. Then all of a sudden...
No, wait!
Lila!
Say something! Just call out!
Please be all right.
We're almost to the top.
Thank you. It's beautiful.
Yeah. So, this is my answer?
That's entirely up to you.
Koyo,
How long?
what does all this mean? What does it have to do with Alkane?
Tell me, what do you see?
Well, lots of villages and little rivers and stuff, I guess.
Precisely. You see things as they are now, but long ago this valley was desolate. Long ago, the people of this land were a wretched lot. Their poverty was crushing. Violence and starvation were rife. Then, out of the mists, one day emerged a man, a wanderer bearing the gift of hope. By a simple gesture of seeds, their course was altered. He lifted the scales from their eyes and taught them to respect the land, how to till and irrigate, even how to make provision for the leaner seasons. Over time, the hard scrabble life they'd known gave way to undreamt of prosperity and peace. On that man's shoulder, emblazoned, was writ the same sigil as you bear.
Alkane?
His name was Sho, the first emperor of the Shan Empire.
Really? I mean, I knew it was him. But wait, I was told that Sho founded the Empire through bloodshed. Isn't that true?
Truer than you know. He fought to protect this land and its people. Be that as it may, this is only one path. The question is it yours, truly?
I don't know. Taito.
Oh, thank goodness. You had us all so worried. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, as long as you're in one piece.
Koyo?
Yes?
Well, I'm not exactly sure what my answer is just yet. Whatever Alkane's supposed to be, whatever it is I'm supposed to do, When I think about it all, I just keep drawing a blank. But I'll be damned if I'm gonna give up. I really don't know what my purpose is, so I'm gonna take a shot at everything until I find it. That's casting my net pretty wide, but it'll give me an answer eventually. God, too crazy?
No, just crazy enough.
Yeah? Well, I don't know about you, but I'm starving.
Man runs to try to keep the peace around these parts?
That's the one. I hope it's been quiet.
Well, let's get a move on and we can ask him over dinner.
Sounds good.
We shall return.
What the hell happened here?
This is horrible. It wasn't like this before. When we came through earlier, everything was fine.
Whoever did this took all the food as well.
The work of roving bandits. Still fresh. Maybe 1 or 2 days ago. 3 at the most.
Where are all the people? Awful.
Isn't the King platoon supposed to stop things like this? Cut it out.
Why?
It's not his fault, dear. I'm sure it just happened too fast for them to get here.
All right, Taiga. You promised me that you'd clean up the Empire, and you better not forget. You hear me?
I am honored to have so many distinguished guests gathered to bid my daughter their blessings on her birthday. Most notably the Son of Heaven, His Lordship, Emperor Taiga. I hope that all of you will share in our good cheer on this most joyous occasion.
Happy birthday, Lady Taki.
My lord?
What? Is it not? Are you unhappy?
Your lordship is by her side. Surely all is well with my lady.
Choka, it is not your place to answer for her.
Excuse the interruption, but perhaps the magnitude of your impending announcement is weighing heavily on her mind.
Please forgive my tardiness.
Of course.
You've arrived.
Lady Taki, I hope this special day finds you in good spirits.
It does, sir. Thank you.
You have quite an audience assembled. Officials of every stripe congregated to observe your birthday. Such spectacle. Your father's influence is certainly a thing to behold in and of itself.
What's more, I myself have a matter of great importance that I would like to announce to our guests.
My curiosity is piqued.
The time would seem ripe.
Yes. Hear, hear. I have a declaration that well warrants the attention of so august an assembly, lady.
He takes the path of less resistance, but greater bond.
General Tokaku, I bear an urgent message.
I am not to be bothered today. I have taken ill and wish to be in seclusion until sunup tomorrow.
Your knowledge of this matter is paramount. It regards the Emperor.
The Grand General wishes to speak, my lady.
Grand General Tokaku has arrived. Well then, make haste.
General Tokaku, to what do we owe the sudden pleasure of your company? Has your health returned?
I appreciate your concern, my lord. However, I cannot simply rest while the fate of the Empire is thrown into peril.
Of what peril do you speak?
Your Highness, I received this just now, word that you have announced your upcoming union with this young lady.
In fact, I have.
You must halt this at once. The Empire is a sacred thing. Its future must not be left to waywardness and whim, neither to that man's daughter. There is still time to reconsider, my lord.
What could possibly be your objection to my happiness? Speak now!
The esteemed General Tokaku is clearly troubled by my attendance here, my lord. I will respectfully take my leave. Gentlemen, grant them their privacy. Is it wise to leave him there? I have no doubt Lady Choka's sharp-edged tongue will dispose of him. Indeed, sir. Taki.
Tokaku, I implore you to explain.
My liege, forgive my candor, but clearly you are remiss. This will bind General Caro unequivocally to the throne as a member of the royal family.
What's the peril in that?
Your Highness, we must not let that man within arm's reach of such great power.
Perhaps the general fears his own reach of the throne will be obstructed by Garo.
Choka.
Silence! My concerns on behalf of the Empire will not be disparaged by the likes of you.
It is surely not mere coincidence that he objects to a move that may raise the profile of his rival. Perhaps this bile was the cause of his earlier infirmity.
My liege, I ask you have this lowly servant bite her tongue. Stop infecting his ears with your damned lies.
How frightening. The general seems eager to betray the role of spurned mistress to the court. You desperately attempt to sow seeds of doubt in our divine ruler's mind and cast aspersions on the intentions of a trusted servant to his highness. These are actions fitting a man who fears losing the comfort of his position.
You treacherous wench.
General,
Lord.
hear my words. Lady Taki is not a political object. She is the woman whom I truly adore. I would most appreciate your blessing. I must restore this land of ours. My love for the Empire is as boundless and unwavering as the sun that shines in the heavens above us. But I cannot steward it alone. Tokaku, lend me your strength. Share in our joy.
My support is but yours to ask.
I thank you for that.
I am your humble subject, my liege.
Quite unexpected from the land. Perhaps an indication of the fiery holds within? Alas, all for naught without the power of Alkid to stoke it into an inferno's proportions. And what's more, in order to ensure this lovely cataclysm, Alkid and Dube must clash. I swear, I will shine the light of peace upon this empire once again, to honor my love for Taki, and to honor my word to Taito. My patience wears thin, wherefore this hesitation. Come, Alkid. You catching a cold there?
No, I'm fine.
That's right. Don't worry about him. He's so backwards he can't even catch a cold.
Oh, is that so?
Don't encourage her, you two.
Hey, is that really true?
Don't ask me. I'm no doctor. Who's there?
Pretty good move avoiding my astoundingly skillful attack. What? Pretty bad move stepping right into the heart of our gang territory.
Your territory? So you're the bastards that destroyed this village?
It wasn't our fault, Runt. Yeah, they could have prevented the whole damn thing. If they just did like we asked them to.
What the hell?
Not ready for that?
Are they twins?
Not just twins, woman.
What? There's 5.
Marty! 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 Mine! We are the Ball Brothers! Behold me five!
Yeah, that's telling them who you are, bosses.
You're scared now, right? You can't believe the sheer power of our leaders and that there's 5 of them, can you?
Beg all you want. Your lives end here.
They're so ugly.
She clearly cannot appreciate the fact that we are the true embodiment of power at her own foolish peril!
And they're stupid, too.
What? She dares to mock us?
What now? Well, we can't just go all crazy on these guys. I think we should start with the ones in front.
Restrain your urge to use channeling. We don't want a bloody mess on our hands.
As much as I hate using swords, I guess you have a point. All right, then. Come on.
Well, brother, I know. Bash in their heads!
If part of my burden as Alkid means I have to wipe out scum like this, so be it. And I told him I would do what I can to save the Empire from outside the capital walls.
Lady,
I'm honored to travel with you, my lord.
ignore the naysayers. I will have your hand before too long.
Yes.
Lord Carroll, I give you all I have, my only child, and hope she can serve you in your goal. It's for the best, for her.
Caro is not here with his blessing?
My lord, General Caro sent his blessing, but thought it best that you announce the good news of your engagement without the father of the bride over your shoulder. Thus he remains inside.
I see. I admire his thoughtfulness.
He's not here.
In the general's stead, I am honored to offer my services as your guardian.
Yes. And you are with the Xuanlan platoon?
I am. My name is Kojo, my lord.
Do well to keep us safe, Gocho.
I will defend your lives with my own. I swear.
His Majesty does appear emboldened. But Caro becoming part of the royal family does not bode well for the Empire. Our hand may be forced to beckon him to return from Liantong, to hold tight the reins on Caro's ambitious lust. Does he live by our whim? Banished so many years ago by the same ones who would now beg him return. He was removed from the capital in the interest of preserving his very life. I am well aware of that fact. But his return would increase the schism now present in the court. What's more, it ensures the clash between the stars. Ridiculous. The celestial deities never inhabit the earth contemporaneously. Dubé's vessel is among us. It's General Caro. Caro? This cannot be. Caro's designs on power are the manifestations of Dubé's bloody karma.
Surely General Tokaku sees the folly in challenging your wishes. Your desires will indeed be made flesh. Control of the Empire is yours.
What of Alkid? He still hides, yes?
The search for Alkid's vessel is still afoot, my lord, but he has not been located. My deepest apologies.
Seizing control of this empire is but merely one step in my plan. It is not the terminus for my ambition.
Yes, my lord.
Is there something troubling you, your lordship?
Nothing. It is of no matter.
Were you hoping to find Taito in the crowd?
My dear beloved certainly does know well my heart. I feel my meeting with Taito that day has left me a man transformed. For that service, I owe him my gratitude. You find that odd?
No. If you feel this way, you should by all means share it with him.
I thought I might find you here.
Ah, so you've returned. Has the banquet concluded?
It has, and quite abruptly, in fact. I was not compelled to participate in the subsequent spectacle.
What spectacle?
A cavalcade celebrating our divine emperor's upcoming marriage to Kiro's daughter, Taki. It was just now announced. Perhaps we should enjoy the warm sun outside.
Hey, look. The sun's being swallowed up.
The end is upon us!
Taki! Are you injured, my lady?
No, I'm fine.
My lord, Lady Taki, are either of you harmed?
We are shaken but uninjured. What is this?
Even heaven has bent to my will. Alcade, your light too shall fall victim to my shadow.
What on earth has happened? My people, be calm. Do not fear. We must not be afraid. We must show resolve and confidence in times of danger, not panic and confusion. The skies may darken and the heavens may fall upon us, but your emperor is here to be your shepherd. Whatever wickedness may come, I will protect my people.
It's him.
Behold, the sun's light has been restored. So too shall the glorious light of the Shan Empire be restored anew. We shall emerge from the darkness and shine with the brilliance of 1,000 suns. Long live the Prince of Heaven!
Hear, hear! Long live Emperor Taiga! This is the first you've laid eyes on him. The first time you've been in the presence of Emperor Taiga, divine ruler of the Shan Empire.
The Emperor. Taiga. The resemblance is uncanny, but what can this mean?
Oh my gosh, that was so scary. I've never seen it get dark like that in the middle of the day. I thought the world was coming to an end.
Surely it's an omen of some kind. A sign of a major change on the horizon.
Nothing seems to be happening so far.
127 merciless killers defeated by these 5 insects!
Oh, wow, are you guys still here?
Yeah, I pretty much forgot about those guys.
Perhaps we need to remind you who we are. But this memory will surely be your last!
I can handle these clowns.
Bobby, Bussy, bye!
From 5 down to 1. I'll spare your life if you promise you'll change your ways from here on out.
Huh. You may have bested my younger brothers. They matched my handsome looks, but not my skill in battle! What? How could you stop my unrivaled and flawless attack with just one sword?
Just worry about what happens next.
Nice try, kid. But I win.
Oh, yeah?
Your sword's gone. I win.
I don't need to use a sword or champion. I've always been a work with my hands kind of guy.
Are you some kind of monster?
You want to find out?
No, sir.
Very well done, my friend.
That was great.
Oh, hey, thanks. Man, are there more of them? I'll go look.
Don't just run off, Taito.
We've got company.
These guys seem good.
Nothing like that band of misfits we dispatched with earlier.
That flag.
So you're back. It's good to see you. Are you well, daughter?
I missed you so much.
So that badass over there is you guys' old man?
He is a great man, leader of the King Long.
And good father.
Hey there, Master.
Taito.
I'm back.
Yes. You sure have grown, Taito.
Yeah?
Well, hey, Taito?
Yes, sir. That's true. But you see, he's gone. We lost Ryuko to Mustache's army. I swear I'll avenge his death.
On the contrary, he lives, my boy. Just look up. All the stars are as vibrant and radiant as ever. They are all accounted for, including our terrestrially absent Mizar.
Whoa, no way! You mean he's alive?
Yes, indeed. And what's more, his star shines so brightly it could not be obscured by the darkest of clouds.
All right! Yeah, I gotta say that makes a whole lot of sense. He is who he is, after all. He wouldn't just die without giving me an earful before he kicked the bucket. Right about that. I think the poor guy would have gotten lost on his way up to heaven anyhow.
Wow, huh? Aren't you happy?
So, Taito, speaking of friends, I see you have a new one that you've been too rude to introduce.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Grandpa, meet Rin-mei. She's an attendant at Tongyo and knows Master Ryusho. She's the Earthform or whatever of Merak. But, you probably could tell from her aura, or something like that.
Pleased to meet you. My master has told me a great deal of your strength and wisdom.
The pleasure is truly mine, my dear. Tell me, are you free tonight?
Okay, now simmer down, Grandpa. Rin-mei is kind of like Ryuko's girlfriend.
That's so. I told him he was dead. Maybe I could have had a little female companionship for the night.
What did you say? Hello, sirs! First of all, let me tell you how honored I am to be here in the presence of such greatness. Where'd Koyo go? He was just right here. It's too bad. I wanted to introduce him to Father and Master Sonne.
Koyo, you say?
Yeah, he's another one of the Divine Warriors. He picked us up on the river in his boat a few days ago. I really wanted you guys to meet him.
It's quite all right. I'm sure I'll see him soon, whether he wishes it or not.
Hello, Master Sonne and Zoe. Let me take this opportunity to humbly make my introduction.
Okay, Father. Did a bunch of kids show up here with a note from me?
Yeah, that's right. They were living like scavengers in the middle of nowhere, so we told them to come here. They should have made it by now.
Hey, Taito!
There you are. You're here. Hey!
Slowpokes, what the heck took you guys so long?
You know, I was pretty surprised to see this band of kids show up telling me you sent them here to live with us.
As growing children, they certainly do eat quite a bit of food. Actually, they eat about as much combined as Taito does by himself.
The Yen has proven to be a very hard worker and has more than earned his keep around here. It's almost like I've gained more sons and daughters than I ever dreamed possible.
Wow, that's really great to hear, Dad. They're all good kids. I guess that makes us their big brother and sister now.
Yeah, I guess so.
While we're on the subject,
So, I imagine you're all pretty road weary. Why don't we get you settled in, then? And, Taito, now that you're home, you should start thinking about your next step. What do you want to do with yourself?
Hi, I'm Jose. I'm one of the 5 Divine Warriors, and your daughter is hopelessly in love with me.
Jose! What are you doing? Come on!
right behind you, sweetheart.
Well. So fate has chosen to bring me back here. Old man, you'll get what's coming to you.
Now you shouldn't trouble yourself.
You took care of us at Tongyo, so I'm just returning the favor. You're our guest, after all. You should be treated like royalty. Try to relax. What are you sewing over there anyway? Did something get torn?
No, it's nothing. Actually,
That's Ryuko's.
yes, it is. I wanted to give it back to him in good condition. It's silly, and I'm sure he doesn't care how it looks, if he even notices at all.
What great news. Isn't it amazing?
I thought I'd lost him, but now it's just a matter of time until we meet again.
So, here you go. Thanks for letting me take it. But to tell you the truth, I'm not really a weapon kind of guy. I'm more of like a hands-on fighter, I guess.
I know, my son. You've always been the type to rely solely on your own hands. I imagine you've grown even more skilled since you've been gone. But even so, You should still keep it with you. Please take it, Taito. Not to use. More like another traveling companion.
Thanks, Dad.
Impressive. I'd expect no less from an experienced channeler like yourself. Such mastery, such control of your power.
What is it you want?
Alcade and his entourage have returned to the safety of their familial den. They aim to lick their wounds, mourn their losses. Let's smoke them out and collect their heads as trophies. My lord, I'm confused. You've always taken the most direct route dealing with your adversaries, but your approach to Alcade as of late has been rather cool. The iron is hot now. We must strike lest we lose our opportunity. For good.
Shime,
Yes, lord.
you're either being dense or perhaps intentionally contrary. You know why I leave him be for now.
I do. Then please refresh me.
Alcade is no mere obstacle to be stepped over, nor is he a stone to be kicked from my path. Alcade's role is integral. My plans engulf much more than the Shan Empire, and the boy will weigh into those plans infinitely more than you could ever imagine.
So what you're saying is we should let our game live well and fatten itself before we slaughter it for the final feast.
Don't run. I'm so hungry, and I love to eat little kids. All this running is making
That
me
boy,
hungry.
he's as lively as ever.
Yeah, it's like he's a little kid, too. Is he ever gonna grow up and stop being so stupid?
Now go easy on your brother. Taito just knows how to enjoy himself.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, wow! I can see where Lila gets her intelligence from. The things you say, Father, like pearls of wisdom.
What's with you?
Father, huh?
Are you thirsty, dear Father? I've got drinks.
So you did that all by yourself, did you?
I had to dig deep inside. Sometimes I amaze even myself.
Give me a break. Are you kidding me? Come on.
Now, Lila, it's true. I'm both heroic and humble. Or if I can somehow help my fellow man, I swear I'll always lend a hand. Now, don't you feel better, Father?
Yes, much better.
Everything is going according to plan. If I can get Pops here on my side, I am in.
I'll say, you've completely and totally won me over, my dear boy. I think you'd make a wonderful addition to the family.
As Lila's husband, I know.
Oh my, it's so embarrassing. But still, if that's what you want, I will.
I'll make you the happiest girl in the whole world. Very happy.
So is this one a little bit soft in the head?
Extremely soft.
There's no need to look about. Well, you finally returned. Welcome back.
It's been quite a while. Please forgive the rudeness of my unceremonious departure.
I've mentored many young men at Liantong, but only one has run away his very first night. Koyo, you absorbed my teachings with the avidity of a sponge that thirsts for water. I thought you to be wise, well beyond your years.
Thank you, Master.
That wasn't praise. To think Taito returned home with a prodigal such as yourself in tow. It seems fate has a wry sense of humor indeed.
Is that so? I fail to see the comedy. Scurvy would get more laughs.
Now then, let's not sidestep the issue further. Give it back. Return the item which you stole from me so many years ago. I'm surprised you hadn't sold it. Isn't that what thieves do?
A relic of the Liantong Temple would fetch some coin. I often considered it. But alas, one has to consider the future as well. I thought I'd someday need it. And here we are. It seems that day has come.
I appreciate what you've done. This will be quite the story to tell my pupils. The thief whose guilt drives him this far to reunite a cat with its dish.
You mean it was worth absolutely nothing?
Ask the cat.
That's the cat. That's the cat? All right, ready?
Too slow! Jeez, Taito, what's the matter? You gotta take it seriously.
What do you mean by that? I'm as serious as a shark attack here. It's you guys' fault for coming at me all at once like some kind of pack of wild dogs.
But you told us to. You said that we should all come at you as a group, because you can handle a bunch of kids.
I can, but you caught me off guard.
Hey, is Taito all right? I remember him being strong. He was, wasn't he?
I am strong. Everybody saw me, right? When I took out those 3 bad guys? And this is for picking on someone weaker than you. They were sorry they messed with me, huh?
That's true, but maybe you beat him because you just got lucky.
something.
That wasn't luck.
Oh, hey, I've got an idea. We should have Taito and everyone show us all those cool tricks they can do like they did that one time.
An exhibition of skills, eh? This should be fun.
We'll finally see what Taito has learned, and what the other divine warriors are capable of.
Everyone, please direct your attention to the courtyard. Taito and the Divine Warriors have got some amazing things to show you. First up, the beautiful Rinmei! Next is Mr. Sure Shot Jose!
All right. These people want to see a show, so I guess I'll just have to give them a show. That's the Shuang Shanbo in full bloom.
Master of the High Seas, Koyo!
It's not a solo act. I need you to be my assistant.
Oh, you do?
I don't know about this. He can't see through that, right? Yeah, what if he misses? This could get ugly.
Be careful, Lila.
Listen here, you old river rat. You do anything to that beautiful face, and first you're gonna be in trouble. I am not joking, you hear me?
I wouldn't have assumed otherwise. Relax. I almost never miss. Yum. Tasty.
And now is our very own Taito! Yeah, Taito, show 'em up!
All right, now show everybody the true power of the King Long spirit.
Don't worry, you guys. I've got this in a bag. Right. I see. He's gonna use channeling, huh?
Inner reservoir channeling. It's quite impressive. He's extremely advanced for his young age.
How's that? Come on, no cheers at all? You should be picking your jaws off the ground right about now. So, make some noise!
Oh, well, that was really amazing.
Oh, yeah,
But still, it was also kind of boring.
That was boring?
Kinda. I mean, all you really ended up doing was breaking that pillar. All of the other ones put on a show for everybody. You just kind of stood there and then you broke the thing.
You've always been a little on the slow side, haven't you?
Hey, I am not on the slow side. You guys think I'm just so unkempt that I can't do anything right, is that it? You want to be entertained? You want to see a real show? Watch this. I'll just,
No, that's good. That's it. Now climb that tree.
Oh my gosh, he's such an idiot!
That boy's just not right in the head.
What a show!
This is more like it. You and me walking the beat again, making sure that there's no trouble.
I appreciate you coming with me. You could have stayed back and rested a while, you know.
Are you kidding me? I may be tired, but I'm still a member of King Long. I'd go on patrol with you anytime, Pops.
Thank you, son.
You know, this whole thing has been like some crazy dream I had. To go from the capital to being back here at home with you. Hey, guess what? Well, while I was there, I actually met the Emperor himself.
Is that true?
It's true. I had some serious doubts about the guy at first because the Empire's in such a sorry state right now. But I think he's actually a pretty good guy in his own way. Yeah, he's definitely doing the best he can at the very least. It's weird. Hey, Pop, something wrong?
So the blood tracks. Taito, I feared that this day would eventually come to pass. Listen, son. His blood is mingled in with your own. You both share it. You and he are brothers, twins to be exact. It's been 16 years. The two of you were born screaming into this world. The world that one was destined to rule. The fate for the other was not so fortunate. He was to be disposed of to avoid a constant power struggle for the throne. In this case, the answer presented itself in the form of a sacred and powerful sigil. During that time of my life, I was working at the capital as a guard. One night, Ryusho summoned me to Tongyo Temple on an urgent matter. He asked that I take you to Lian Tong, where you would live in obscurity, immune to the machinations of those who would try to control the throne. The official story is that you had fallen to a childhood disease, leaving Taiga to become the next emperor. Of course, you know the rest. I raised you as my own flesh and blood. Forgive me for not telling you. I feared this day.
Don't worry about it, Pop. So Fancy Dress is my brother. It actually explains a whole lot of things. And hey, I'm not upset about it at all. The only reason I'm around to hear this story is because of what everybody did for me. You all risked your lives, and thanks to that, I can live my own. You really are the best, Pop. I mean it.
Thank you, son.
What's wrong? Why'd you stop playing? Hold on.
I had planned on taking that secret to the grave. I wanted you to head up King Long, and not to have your mind overrun with thoughts of the Empire. You were never to know of your true lineage.
So is that the reason you were against me going to the capital in the first place?
Yes. I didn't want you to go back there. Out of my own fear, I was afraid you'd learn the truth and never want to return to Liantone.
Really? Give me a break, Pop. I don't care if the Emperor is my brother. You're not getting out of being my dad that easy.
Strange the way things turn out. Between the two of you, the one who drew Chanjilan Wu, the one destined to rule, lives in exile, while the other is given control of the Empire.
Emperor? Me? That's hilarious. I can't wait to tell him. This is going to be great when Lila and Jose find out that they're calling the guy that should have been the Emperor stupid.
Don't bother. They're never going to believe you.
Master Soe! Taito!
Bien.
What's wrong? Why are you jerking even here? Why?
Failed you. Xuanlong, they attacked so quickly, we...
Don't waste your strength. It's okay.
Taito! Lin!
Lila! You okay?
Me and the kids are okay. So many people gave up their lives to save us. It's horrible.
You'll pay for this. Bastard!
Stop, Taito. You need to use your anger constructively. Leave the fighting to the others and help me and your sister tend to the wounded.
But, Father...
Have you forgotten the motto of the King Long platoon?
We swear to work for peace, to help others, and to love our fellow man.
That's right. The Divine Warriors can handle the Imperial troops, but you are a part of the King Long platoon, first and foremost.
Yes, sir.
We can help too.
Still, for what you've done to us today, I will see to it myself that you go down. Stop moving, damn it! Come on, fight me like a man! I don't even understand why the hell you came here!
Do you know what burns inside these walls? Priceless relics are turning to ash as we speak.
So, that means...
They'd come here for Taito. For his head, at least.
A damn fool's errand. But still, it's quite strange. I mean, who would think that this sorry lot could even dream of taking on Alcade and 3 Divine Warriors and live to take the prize? Well, their mistake.
Jose!
Green Bay,
We've been able to dispose of quite a few of the Imperial troops. Looks like you've got things under control here.
I'm not so sure how under control it is. I was fighting one of those girl ninjas, and before I knew it, she completely disappeared somewhere.
I wonder, was all this carnage just to create some kind of distraction? But from what? Where's Koyo?
Beats me. I haven't seen him.
Ugh! I told him to come here to help with the fires, but I guess he chose not to listen to me. I should have known. It just goes to show you that men are... Oh, I mean,
If your aim is to kill a helpless old man, at least give me the pleasure of a look.
I know my target better than you think. The name Sone of Liantong Temple carries with it quite a cachet throughout the Empire.
My dear, you certainly do flatter me. But putting all modesty aside, this small band of girls is not enough to take me down.
You are a lively one, I'll give you that.
Yes, well, you really should have seen me when I was still in my prime.
There, that should do the trick.
I appreciate all your help, young master.
Anybody else need patching up around here, Pop?
Well, I think we're getting a handle on it. Taito, I'm extremely proud of you.
I'm just doing what you told me to.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Before, you would have just run off to fight without listening to a word I said. You've really grown up.
Thank you, Pop. What the? Get down from there!
If you value the life of this decrepit warrior, you'll come here alone at once.
That's not good.
So that's it. You were trying to get Master Sone this whole time.
That isn't fair. He's just an old man. Those girls should be taught a lesson in respect.
All you divine warriors need to stay where you are. If any one of you takes one step closer, then the old man dies.
Damn you, you hag. Oh, you've asked for it now. I cannot wait to get up there! Well, Pop?
His life is in your hands, son.
Yes, sir.
Taito, please be careful.
Hey, don't worry about me. Well?
I'm scared, Dad.
Don't be. Have faith in your brother.
Good things do come to those who wait. Looks like we just missed running into that Alcade brat.
Leave us alone.
Knocking off the head of King Long sounds like a good career move to me. We could be eating breakfast in the officer's tent tomorrow.
I admire your ambition, son, but I've got some bad news. By then, you'll be in hell.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, it's sad. You have to stand here still as statues at the top of this tower, swords at the ready to slash an old man's wrinkled throat. It makes you wonder where things went wrong, does it not?
Shut your mouth or I'll shut it for you.
I have to admit I'm not as quick to understand my situation these days. But since we find ourselves together, may I ask if you two are being courted back home?
I told you to shut up. Do you want to die?
It's astounding when you're angry. As he is now, I have no doubt Taito is capable of controlling this mess in which we find ourselves. It seems Dubé has underestimated his adversary. Taito, please save me. These girls are boring, poor dears.
Hold on, Grandpa. I'm coming.
Alas, Choka is as misguided as ever. So much work with so very little insight. She doesn't subscribe to the Know Thy Enemy school of thought. This foolish plot to hold the old man hostage will have no lasting effect whatsoever. What a shame. If she'd only chosen a different bargaining chip, her trophy could have been claimed.
All right, who's next?
You bastard! I can't believe his strength. I thought the King Long platoon avoided fighting at all costs.
All right, Zoe. Come at me and I'll kill him.
Help, Father!
Another hostage. You Imperial bastards certainly do love to pick on the weak, don't you? Pathetic.
I'm not fooling around. I'll cut this little brat's throat in a heartbeat.
I thought I told you, you'd be in hell soon.
That couldn't have been strong enough to put a crack on a sword like this.
So you came after all, Alcade.
I came alone, just like you asked me to. Now stay true to your word and let Master Soe go.
I can't say I recall striking that bargain, but I'll release the old muss back after we dispose of you.
Keep your head, Taito. Anger and rashness are the gatekeepers of disaster. I sense a foul presence. Could it be him? The soul of chaos? Wang Shan Shiming is among us? But how? No, it cannot be. Taito!
Grandpa!
Leave this place at once. Return to the others. They are all in grave danger. Hurry! Go before it is too late. Don't just stand there. Run!
But I can't just leave you here.
Don't worry about me. You must turn back. Please, Taito. Hurry!
Grandpa!
Old man, what game are you playing?
There are elements afoot that are far beyond the limits of your control. Untie me and take heed to flee as well.
I will not fall for this trickery. Your head will have to suffice for Karo's tribute. Kill him!
Have you no manners? The old man may be a doddering fool, but that is no excuse for your rude behavior.
Doddering fool, am I?
Quite so, in fact.
How dare you?
You won't stay pretty if you scowl like that. Careful.
My lady, should we give chase? Let's count our losses and go. But mark my words, Alcade will fall by my hand.
I never imagined you as my savior.
Think of it as tuition for my brief schooling here. But why did you send Taito away?
There's a foul spirit here. Bon Shang Shiming.
Do you mean Shimei?
What a fool. I never considered how this celestial fracas would appeal to such a lover of destruction.
Dad! Lila!
Well, that certainly was quick, Taito.
I guess Grandpa's okay?
He said that I should come back here. That you were in trouble.
Bon Shang Shiming takes human form and walks among us, but he is not one of us. He is a demon, a vile and loathsome creature who thrives on the suffering and sorrow of mankind.
And now, he's in league with Kero?
Yes, he has existed for countless generations, only to cause turmoil in this world. Turmoil which a man like Kero is all too eager to seize. I suspect he is not serving Kero, but he's using the man's propensity for bloodshed as a source of ghoulish amusement.
He thrives on people's misery, their sorrow. Now, Alcade, my appetite has nearly been whetted. It's high time we got on to the real show.
I took care of all the trouble. Now, why haven't you returned with Master Sone?
Well, because he said...
How? I thought I'd already killed them.
I'm sure you did. But these guys, they don't stay dead.
What do you mean?
You want them dead? You gotta hit them here!
Right, I understand.
Please, Dad, talk to me.
Taito, my dear son.
Stay with us.
Don't cry, son. Listen to me. All men must die. It is an unending cycle. It is our fate.
But why? But why now? Oh, no!
Master Soe!
Master!
Sone, is he's safe?
I myself returned Master Sone home safely. Choka and her minions have retreated as well.
Thank you. I'm relieved. I can leave this world knowing my loved ones are safe, and you stay true to our code, to fight for peace, to help others, and to love your fellow man. Never forget that. Never.
It's your fault. You let this happen. You were there. You were right by his side the entire time. You still couldn't protect him from those monsters. You let him die. How could you be so useless?
You're dead!
He thrives on people's sorrow.
What the experience, eh? Having your own father dying in your helpless arms. Oh, that is quite the look. The fruit of my labors. I've worked very hard to cultivate that expression. Seems killing Daddy finally did the trick. I'll kill you for this. The Alcade sigil is glowing. Come on, son! Now get angry! Let your hatred burn! Destroy everything in sight and unleash Alcade's cleansing holocaust!
Alcade's code.
I almost can't believe it. He was able to keep it under control. Even after what just happened, he somehow didn't go totally nuts.
That brat. Has he actually figured out how to No fun at all. No, 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 no! Okay.
You're going back then?
I am.
The stars themselves foretold of your departure. They are once again to converge upon the capital. You needn't worry about Soe and the rest of our fallen brothers. I've taken steps to protect them from that demon's sinister machinations.
I appreciate it, Grandpa. But there are still just so many things that I don't understand. Who is Shimei? Why'd Karo burn down Li and Tong? All of this karma of the stars stuff, it still doesn't make sense to me yet.
Since my brother's still got a lot to learn about the world, I'll be going with him. Honestly, I'm pretty sure Father would have insisted on it anyway.
But don't worry, I'll keep an eye on her.
With the rescue and all that, they have accrued quite a debt for my services. I need to make sure they don't skip on the tab.
While we're in the capital, we can locate Ryuko and the remaining warrior. I'm certain we'll return to Li and Tong bearing good news.
Well, guys, I guess we should be hitting the road. Take care of yourself, Grandpa, okay?
I will, and you as well. If fate has ordained that Taito leave home yet again, then so ordained was Soe's passing, as was the servant.
Waiting to greet us at the Tongyo Temple.
You really believe that?
After all, 3 of the Divine Warriors are already here. Seems to me the odds are pretty good he'll make his way to the capital with the one we've yet to meet.
Of course, yeah. That's just the kind of twist fate pulls.
So we're all in agreement then. The Ryuko you saw on the cliff was a dream, yeah?
It sure felt real to me.
The West Bank, sir! Something you might want to see!
You don't say.
Don't tell me another village is being attacked.
Can't be. There aren't any out this way.
Okay, but then what's the smoke all about?
What do you think? What does your gut tell you to do?
I gave the Emperor my word I'd help fix things. If something's going on, I can't just stand here. And where there's smoke, there's most definitely fire.
Good enough for me.
All hands prepare to dock!
Everything seems fine, but I guess we're better safe than sorry.
Way to drag us out here to satisfy your gut.
At least they're safe. We should be glad.
She does have a point.
Still, though, just what exactly do you think they're up to down there?
I could think of a better question.
Oh, don't worry about us. We're not up to anything.
Please forgive me if I find it difficult to take you at your word.
Oh, cautious man. Lucky us.
Sorry about all that. We do tend to be a bit rough on strangers sometimes.
Oh, yeah. It makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, I guess.
Intriguing. How has there been a mine out here all this time without my knowing about it?
Oh? Oh, we've not been here long. The vein is fresh.
So, what kind of ore are we talking about?
What kind? Look.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful. Wouldn't you agree?
Now, Koyo, don't go getting any brilliant ideas.
Give me some credit, huh? I only separate fools and cretins from their bounty.
No doubt. But last I checked, the Empire was in charge of all mining operations.
If that's the case, why aren't there any Imperial officials keeping an eye out?
Because the wheels of government turn slowly. The Empire's been notified of the discovery, but we're on our own to defend it for now.
I see. That does tend to shed a bit more light on your particular manner of welcome.
Yes, well, I suppose so.
Wow, you guys are really busting your humps out here.
Indeed we are. We're scrambling to make inroads towards His Majesty's favor.
What do you mean?
This is all for tribute, isn't it?
It is, and there's little time. His Majesty's wedding day is already upon us.
The Emperor?
He's getting married?
Homage to him, blessed one, exalted one, fully enlightened one. Highness.
Unsheathted with all the pomp and circumstance you can muster, dear boy, it's still nothing more than a gilded forgery.
How sweetly we lie to ourselves when the truth dares break our tender hearts.
This sword symbolizes the leader our empire yearns for. Its scabbard, the undying love of his divine empress, Taki.
I then pledge my life to your majesty.
Married life, huh? Imagine that. Guess he's gonna have his hands full.
Oh, how romantic! I can't wait to get married.
Why wait when all your dreams can come true right now?
I hope I find someone who really loves me.
I'm sure you will, but remember, there's a lot of obstacles on the path toward finding the right man.
Yeah, I know.
There doesn't have to be!
You think that's why Koyo hasn't brought himself to settle down yet?
What?
Oh, just girl talk.
Talk men can never understand.
That's what makes them so hopeless.
I know. What in the world has got you so worked up all of a sudden?
If they have a kid, that'll make me an uncle. How can I be an uncle at such a young age? That's crazy. I'm not ready for this responsibility.
A child would secure the Empire's future. We must wish them a bountiful wedding night.
Indeed so. Such a child would also secure the royal physician's future for a time.
It only stands to reason, but surely their head guardsman would reap some benefit as well.
Word travels fast.
My congratulations on your recent promotion, sir. I know I, for one, will slumber much less fitfully knowing a hero of your caliber is keeping watch over me. In fact, I dare say it seems quite a perpetuous arrangement for all, though no doubt Lady Taki's sleep will be soundest.
Your ear's been to the ground. I must watch where I step then.
My heartfelt congratulations to you both, your majesties.
'Tis, though, a consummation not of our own happiness, but that of the people. To that end, your loyalty is a sacrosanct boon. It shall see you as midwives to a glorious age.
Yes.
This might be the most pitiful excuse for a security detail I've ever seen, especially given the size of the pile they're sitting on. Let's give them a little taste of how fickle Lady Fortune can be. I'll make this simple. From here on, every fleck of gold scrimped out of this mine belongs to the Xuan Long platoon.
Wow, that was amazing! It's like being able to touch the stars.
What's going on?
By what right? This gold is intended as tribute to His Majesty the Emperor. I don't give a damn who you think you are. You can't march in here. You witless fool. What might have we for the Emperor with his lordship Karo at the helm? Hey, who did that?
Before you go shooting your mouth off about who runs the show, I pay more attention to who's listening.
You insolent little... You've got some nerve condescending to us, boy.
And what are you gonna do about it?
Where the hell do you get off claiming to be warriors when you only dare pick a fight in Karo's shadow? Enough of this crap! Take him down!
On it. Have yourself a seat. What have I done? Hold on a minute. I know that staff. It belongs to
Is it really you?
Ryuko?
Taito, imagine finding you here.
I knew you weren't just some stupid dream. How many more of these Schwanlong bastards are there? Perfect timing. These guys were just leaving, and we could use a hand showing them the way out.
Ryuko.
He's become one of them.
Drag these men to their feet.
Sir!
Impropriety is the enemy. Every misstep of ours reflects on his lordship Karo. Know this in your soul.
Sir!
The army grows larger by the day, and these new recruits still lack discipline. My apologies.
Seriously? What the hell are you defending them for?
Because they require it, and because I now count myself among them.
You couldn't have. But why?
What exactly are you playing at here? This just doesn't make any sense.
Karo is a man of vision. He seeks to usher in a new imperial age, one of prosperity and hope. I find myself sharing in that vision. Therefore, it's only right that I share in its means.
Man of vision? All he wants to do is carve a niche for himself in history with a broadsword.
That's not true. The man desires peace more vehemently than anyone I've ever known.
You think Caro actually wants to change things for the better?
I do.
How can someone as smart as you believe that?
Because the just principles on which his actions are based are clear as day. Lord Caro has risked his own life time and again to ensure the continued prosperity of the Empire.
Let it be known to all. Lady Taki is now Empress of the realm. She is my wife. Lord Caro, my second father. Have they your absolute and unwavering devotion?
Lord!
Caro,
Lord,
your acts of loyalty are beyond number. From this moment on, your station will be much kinder.
does your majesty see no more need for me?
That is hardly the case. Your duty as father is paramount. I desire nothing so much as your continued vigil at our side.
Your generosity truly knows no bounds, my liege.
Good evening. Are we still at an impasse as to whether or not I'm to be trusted?
Do not presume your status as one of the 5 divine warriors grants you any special credence with me, Doctor. And point of fact, it does very little but mitigate my trust.
I see. How does a woman so cunning come to believe a simple doctor to be a threat? And more importantly, why is not Lord Caro's decision to place me at his heel enough to quell your fear? For anyone with eyes to see, it's plain enough that you love the man. His lordship keeps me in sight to ensure I play my role in this grand game to his liking, nothing more, nothing less. He's leery enough of me without your help. You're the only person he trusts.
Am I?
Forgive my condition.
Are you ill?
Far beyond it, I fear. Far beyond. And with what little time I have left, I intend to follow my star.
Very well. What I dare not do, the wastages of flesh appear prone to do in my stead.
Quite.
Cross me, however, and I will not shrink from hastening their effects substantially.
My loyalty to the Empire, madam, is absolutely genuine. You needn't test my fidelities any more than you would Ryuko's.
That the lad has chosen to place himself under Caro's protection defies belief.
If destiny compels him to join the ranks of the Xuanlong platoon, it is not for us to judge. Understand he regards the celestial realm gravely enough to shift temporal loyalties at the bat of an eye.
Who cares if Caro's the Emperor's father-in-law now? What difference does that make?
What difference? Any adversarial act taken against Caro will be seen as an act of sedition. To be at enmity with him is to be at enmity with the Shan Empire. You must stand down.
So, I take it you're essentially Caro's goodwill ambassador?
I won't deign to argue the point with a common thug.
Hey, let's not get hostile.
Enough. Lord Caro is vital to the Empire. He is the only hope of lifting its people out of the mud. I won't allow Alcade's unfettered bloodlust to sabotage him. Do you understand?
So this is all for the greater good, huh? I see your point. The Empire sure can't go on the way it has. But still, if a murderer like Caro is its only hope, then maybe when it's all said and done, the Empire doesn't deserve to prosper.
Damn it, then just what exactly does it deserve?
Why turn away from Taiga? He needs people like you to give him a chance. He made a promise to me that he would put things right.
His Majesty hasn't the power to hold to that promise.
You have absolutely no idea what he's capable of. He'll keep to his word even if it costs him his life.
Don't always assume the best in people. Even if he was in earnest, the fact remains not a single meaningful change has taken shape under his rule. You're wrong.
He's changed his outlook. He has faith in himself to do good now, and I intend to help him.
The country doesn't endure on the self-esteem of its failed leader. Good, genuine good, is a function of power.
And I guess that's where Caro comes in.
Indeed, any other choice would be naive.
You bastard!
Why won't you see? This land's pitiful state begs for power at the magnitude of Lord Caro. His brutality is but the outward arm of a deeper wisdom.
What kind of wisdom revels in the miseries of the innocent and oppressed?
Peace obtained by any other means is a house of cards. We desire lasting peace. We must be willing to pay the price.
And just who the hell do you think you are to collect on that debt? Someone self-righteous enough to burn the Liatong Temple?
Don't presume to pass judgment on me. Your only care is for revenge.
That's a lie. I use my power to defend people, not to slaughter them. I'd lay down my life for the good of this land if I had to, just like my dad.
Wait, your father is dead?
You bastards! Kill him!
I'm afraid it's true. Father's gone.
I am sorry. However, for what small consolation it might be worth to you, he's helped lay the foundation for a new empire.
You don't really believe that. He fell to your new master's whim. The foundation of his rule is slaughter. Emperor Taiga wants to end all the bloodshed. I know in my heart of hearts that's true. Because he and I are brothers. Okay, that's it. Taito's most definitely gone off the deep end now. I mean, that can't be true.
I really don't know. It certainly sounds nuts.
His Majesty. So then...
The skies may darken and the heavens may fall upon us, but your Emperor is here to be your shepherd. Whatever wickedness may come, I will protect my people.
You're his twin.
Does this move strike you prudent? Izar will almost certainly deny you the pleasure of fighting with Alcate.
Then fate will have denied me, and all will be as it should.
Such exalted sentiments. One wonders if you'll come to regret your reliance on them.
Regret is for the hopeful.
Come with me. Align yourself to Lord Carroll. Are you crazy? You've drawn the sword of rule. The heavens have named you the Emperor. Claim your birthright. Ascend to the throne, depose Taiga, and accept Carroll as envoy to a glorious reign.
This is madness.
It can work. You both toil toward the same ends. Together you will be an insurmountable force. Agree not to engage him in battle, and I shall indeed be his lordship's goodwill ambassador. You must believe me when I say he yearns for peace every bit as single-mindedly as do you. He will extend the olive branch gladly. Kaito.
You think I'm an idiot? By no stretch of the imagination do we toil toward the same ends.
Very well. If you will not leave the path of petty retribution and hate, or untangle its contours from your desire to heal this land, then the cast of my sacred duty is all too obvious. It is not your place to intervene.
Get a grip! If you could hear the words you're saying as clearly as we do, you'd be ashamed!
How can you stand in judgment upon me? We are each of us members of the Five.
So we should all be Carrow's bloodhounds?
How dare!
I think I understand now why you have such a reputation for getting yourself lost.
Ryuko, why must you always deal only in barren extremes?
Extremes, are they? You sound as though the right-thinking man has a choice.
Surely the right-thinking man is still free to attend his heart.
His heart is no longer your concern. Kaito, consider my offer carefully. I'll only wait for so long.
All I wanted was to see him again, but not like this.
He's not himself.
And so walks a man alone. Try though he might to swathe it in self-righteousness, the hollow where his heart once beat is raw. A bleeding echo chamber.
He's a callous son of a bitch!
It's not your fault. Ryuko's no longer...
Grand General Tokuku, you are hereby under arrest for treason against the Shan Empire.
Treason? Sir.
You can present your argument in due time. For now, you must come with me.
It seems the court has fallen under his shadow sooner than I expected.
He's been arrested?
It seems his was the unseen hand fanning the flames of revolt among the people. General Carrow's men have him in custody.
I can't believe it.
He had designs on taking your life as well. To be betrayed by such a trusted advisor, you have my deepest sympathies, Highness. But the severity of the crime requires severe punishment be meted out, and swiftly.
As he's been my trusted advisor, I will withhold sentencing until I have occasion to discuss this matter with him. Meanwhile, he's to remain in custody.
My lord, surely we do not want to meet such a despicable act with weakness. The price of treason is one's head.
Do not dare challenge my order. General Tokaku will be dealt with when and in the manner that I deem fit. He is not to be harmed.
Yes, as you wish, my lord.
Show yourself.
And I thought I had thoroughly concealed my presence.
You stink of death. Wherever you prowl, a fetid cloud of rot betrays your hiding place. The grave has forever claimed you as its own.
Is that so? Until now I was unaware.
Now what do you want?
A paltry thing, as it were. The Sword of Rule. In my hand, as in yours, an unremarkable item. However, when grasped by the hand it deems fit to wield it, that's a different story altogether. Yes, quite. A shame we could not bear witness to such a divine pairing. At present, the Empire allows a mere pretender to sit atop the throne. Wouldn't you agree, my lord?
I asked what you wanted.
And so commanding a voice was heard. But I find this laissez-faire approach to our problem dreadfully boring. I'd like to liven it up a bit.
You may.
I was hoping to garner your blessing, my lord. And who knows, we may yet find a means by which to breathe new life into this rusty old artifact after all.
Yeah, this will be great.
It's the perfect spot for a little hideaway, don't you think?
Gotta say, I admire the bird's-eye view of the Capitol.
It's magnificent. Perhaps the main reason we chose this particular cavern to be our den when the fateful hour drew near.
What fateful hour's that? Come now. The hour we slay Karo, of course.
Ugh, come on, guys, jeez!
Lighten up. We're working on our strategy.
You need to help me!
All right, I'll do whatever you want.
Hey, what you got there, Lila?
Oh, Enki said I could hang this outside the entrance to our new headquarters.
I don't know.
Well, maybe if you guys pulled your weight around here, you'd have a say in it.
So we're killing Karo.
What's wrong? Are you having second thoughts?
Hell no. It's just that...
It's Ryuko, isn't it?
Do you guys think that Ryuko really believes all that stuff he was saying about Karo wanting peace?
I can't say what he believes in. But something about it just doesn't feel right to me.
What?
I don't know, this whole thing doesn't seem very Ryuko-like at all.
I sure don't get it.
I'm just not convinced that's who he really is, you know?
Oh, are you okay, Rinmei?
I'm fine. Excuse me, please. Ryuko was a foundling. Master Ryusho told me when he was discovered this dagger was all he had. He's carried it ever since. I wonder, did he know of its message? And if so...
Something troubling you?
It's nothing.
I dozed off for a bit, but was awoken by the sound of hurried footsteps out of the cave.
Oh?
I find it hard to believe the Woe Jin squad is dry docked for the time being, at least. Guess my men will have to get their land legs back, huh? If you'll excuse me, I have to make myself look busy, lest I incur Enki's wrath.
Wait. There's something that I'd like to ask you.
Sure. Anything you wish to know.
A sword. Is it common to have a name engraved?
A name? Well, quite a few craftsmen have been known to mark their blades with a name particular to that weapon. It's not typically a person's name, however. But it's not unheard of. In some families of high social standing, the patriarch will bestow a weapon engraved with his name as an heirloom to his firstborn son. His successor, if you will. An archaic tradition, but still done sometimes. Is there a specific reason for your query?
No, there's not.
I'm quite surprised. I thought him incapable of making such a decree.
I could not dissuade him, my lord.
Our plans will have to be altered yet again, I suppose. The old fool will simply be put aside by some other means. My ascension will not be hindered.
Lord Karo. Tokuku is now under Imperial custody, my liege.
Excellent work.
What will you have me do with him, sir?
It matters not. A general stripped of his rank is no more important than any commoner.
Shall I imprison him?
No, although his position in the court is tenuous, final judgment remains. Acting rashly may cause a stir.
So what do you suggest?
I would prefer to handle the matter myself. That is, if it pleases you, my lord.
Very well, then.
My gratitude. Ryuko, report to my quarters at your earliest convenience.
Yes, sir.
One moment. News has traveled upward. I've heard tales of your performance and leadership in Xuanlong.
Well, sir, it's my duty.
Don't be so modest as to stagnate your rank.
Yes, Father.
What? General Tokuku? You're certain of this?
My sources have verified it.
I wasn't expecting Karo to make his move in such haste.
So who is this Tokuku guy?
Lately, he's been the most prominent voice of opposition in the Imperial Court to Karo's increasing thirst for power. And though steadfast, he's not the type to plot anything that would undermine the Empire.
And if he's been ousted from his position, that means...
That means there is no viable opposition to Karo seizing power.
Damn it all! We may already be too late to stop him!
We should take a page from our enemy and make haste as well.
It's not possible. The time isn't right.
The time is going to be a hell of a lot less right once that murdering bastard has control of the whole damn Empire.
Don't you think I know that? If we move too quickly, we may only succeed in joining countless others in the grave. But what can we do? With Tokuku and his military opposition brought to heel, the throne is well within Karo's ravenous grasp. The Empire will be shrouded in a veil so heavy the light of the stars will be rendered but a memory. But still, we must do something.
Hey, is Koyo even talking to us anymore?
The captain is simply discussing possible strategies with himself. He needs some time to organize his thoughts without further distraction, so let's leave him be for now.
There's actually another item to report.
What's that?
There's been some talk about that Ryuko guy.
Ryuko?
What have you heard about him?
Well, that he's recently risen up in the ranks and has used his position in the Xuanlong platoon to clean house in the cabinet. He's arrested a lot of officials for corruption.
That bastard!
Well, at least he hasn't completely changed, has he?
Guess not.
According to my sources, Ryuko was also the one who led the squad that arrested General Tokuku as well.
Seriously?
Do you think that Ryuko still arrested him even though he knew Tokuku didn't do anything wrong?
Ryuko's a smart guy. He knows exactly what he's doing.
So he's completely gone over to Karo's side, has he?
Yes, that's it. For now, it's best that we let the chips fall where they may, and General Tokaku along with them.
Tokaku, sir. You are hereby ordered to remain within the walls of Tongyo to await the verdict from His Majesty.
I understand. A fitting place to engage in contemplation.
Yes, well, the Emperor will arrive in due time to discuss the allegations against you. Until then, I will keep watch.
I see. I'm sure that I will be quite stimulated here. I have an old friend with whom to pass the time.
Take him in. Well, my boy. Father. So this is the path you've chosen. Then I've nothing to say.
The plan is this. We have Tokaku embrace his alleged role of instigator and start the rebellion in earnest. While the capital is gripped in the throes of chaos, we carry out our plan to enter the city walls and finally cut Garo down.
How do we do that?
I'll try to explain this in the simplest terms. Although large fires of rebellion have been quelled, many embers still remain burning with the desire for revolt and change. If we can combine these embers by adding our own fuel, the results could be spectacular.
Combining them? Is that really possible?
Of course it is. The impetus for rising up together is already there.
I just don't think I'm following you, brother.
This will be our cry. Good people, Karo has cast a shadow upon this land black as death itself. But Tokaku can give us means to dispel that pall and illuminate a path to victory with the fires of revolt. Rise up!
I get it.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Koyo, don't you think by casting Tokaku in this role, we'll essentially be giving him the death sentence?
Execution is currently his fate. So, in fact, we are giving him two choices of legacy. Yield and die, or fight and die.
Koyo's a little harsh, isn't he?
He has to be, you know?
Our next step is to simply present our plan to the general himself and convince him to follow along.
Luckily, the general is not in prison, but merely under house arrest. He's currently being held at Tongyo Temple. I shall send someone there right away.
Very good. I'll write my thoughts in a letter to hand the general with the hopes we can stoke the fires of rebellion within him.
Wait. I'll go. I should be the one. After all, I'm the most familiar with Tongyo Temple.
Yes, that's true. But take a man with you.
I'll go with her, Captain.
Inky, surely you don't need to go with her.
As a sister member of the Men Are Hopeless League, yes, I do.
You're to conduct all patrols in pairs. Any suspicious person you encounter should be taken in for questioning immediately.
Sir!
Shogoku's plan of keeping Tokaku locked away at Tongyo allows us to keep watch over this upstart Ryuko as well. Something troubles me, however. His father is here. Can he be trusted to prevent that monk from causing more disruption?
What do you want at this hour?
Please, you have to help
What's going on? There's a woman at the gate. A woman?
me. Catches me. Please. He never works and he just stays drunk all the time. He's always hanging out with his disgusting friends. I think we're
What now? She's just having a little trouble with her husband. Let's let her in.
Let me in.
All right, lady, just calm down, okay? What the hell?
That was easy. Thanks to your convincing performance, it helps that there's a little bit of truth to it.
You know where they may be keeping Tokaku?
If I had to guess, he's most likely in that chamber there. It can be locked from the outside.
Grand General Tokaku, I presume?
Of course. And you are?
Yes, forgive me, sir. I am Enki with the Wojin squad.
Oh, Jin. What do you water bandits want with me?
To be perfectly honest, we need your help, General. We believe you can be of assistance to us in our plan to eliminate Kara.
You can't be serious.
Until we came back here tonight, I didn't realize how much I've missed this place. That was once for Yugo's chamber.
Young lady, your group wishes me to aid in your revolt?
I'm afraid it's more than that, sir. We ask that you take on the role of its instigator and accept any and all consequences such a role may bring.
So then, you're asking me to martyr myself?
It's the only way to protect the Emperor. The last hope to save his life.
To save his life, then? Yes, I see. If I must forfeit my own life to ensure his, so be it. I will gladly die.
We will honor your name, Grand General, sir. Where is she? Ring me.
What a surprise. I knew some sort of prey had skulked its way inside, but not a divine warrior. That is quite the prize to catch. Surround her!
What in the hell just happened?
Relight the fire!
Ryuko.
Oh, not this place again.
Nice to see you again, lad.
What do you want, you bastard? Tell me!
I've come to inquire about your final decision, Alcade.
On what?
Have you forgotten? The Empire is yours if you desire it, my boy. The decision rests in your hands.
This is unacceptable! Surely you can dispose of one woman, divine warrior or not!
Ring me!
A rather inopportune time to let down your guard. Or rather, the perfect time for you to provide a distraction. I thank you. Hold on! Ryuko! Take her away. This is bad.
The sword chose you, the only one it sees fit to sit atop the Emperor's throne. It is quite an honor.
I don't give a crap about sitting on that throne.
But don't you wish to defeat Kara?
What?
You can end his life and truly begin your own as Emperor. Or would you rather continue spouting this childish drivel about engaging him with your bare hands alone? Absolute power is in your grasp. The world will rest in your hands if you take the sword and rule as a god on earth, a warrior god!
Compose, Tiger. It can work.
I see. That must have been the problem all along. I understand now.
You do?
I finally understand why all that crap Ryuko was saying about Kara wanting peace didn't sound like him. It was because he was trying to make me believe your words. You want an answer? I'll give it to you as plain as day. Now, in case you didn't understand, I refuse to play your game and be the Emperor.
It matters not. As I said, the decision was yours to make, my boy. I'll have plenty to keep me occupied.
Hold on!
Oh, there. Is something the matter, sir? You've drawn it. Sword of rule. It's yours, my lord.
At long last, the Shanxi Lan Wu chooses me as its true master.
Damn it! That bastard! I told him I don't want to be the Emperor, so why don't he just leave me alone? I guess if I really want the answer, I'm just gonna have to beat it out of him! You hear me?
Taito, you're just doing what he wants you to do!
Don't be a fool, man! Come back! Taito!
This lackadaisical approach the boy is taking will not work at all. Fate has chosen them to betray adversaries in this cosmic drama. So I am simply making sure they hit their marks.
I'm right behind you! Shime!
Those vestments.
My lord, please forgive me if I'm speaking out of turn, but the throne of the Empire awaits your ascension. To make such a journey tonight, are you quite certain it's wise?
The throne can wait. However, my engagement this evening cannot be postponed.
But, sir,
There is nothing you can do to dissuade me.
I see. In that case, I implore you to let us be your escort.
If you must.
Yes, my lord. Ryuko, we mustn't tarry.
Of course, sir.
here.
Of course, my lord. The fog hangs thick.
Ensign Kocha,
What is it?
I can infer Tara's garments hold some significance, but what?
Another year has passed, Chosa. One more since our parting. Nearly a score since I last gazed upon you.
Shime! Stop hiding and face me like a man!
That voice.
Shime! Mustache! What the hell are you doing here?
Alcade.
Looks like I'm in the right place. We've got to settle the score right here and now. Ah!
No blood shall be spilled on these grounds.
What? Why the hell not? Hey, why are you even out here dressed in those prayer robes? What's the deal? Whose grave is this?
It is my late wife's. She was taken from me, murdered by the forces of our sacred empire.
That cannot be. Lord Caro's wife was murdered?
Yes. A very tragic and painful chapter in His Excellency's life was written on this day many years ago. He comes here every year to pay his respects, going alone into this forest to pray for her soul in peace. It is a solemn day indeed.
My mother's grave is in this forest.
Ryuko,
Yes, sir.
you have quickly become a trusted ally of Lord Caro, but there is still much you do not know about him. It's time you learned of his past.
So you're saying those Imperial Army bastards killed your family too? Damn it! I can't believe this! I finally cornered the guy whose ass I want to kick more than anybody else in the world, and I can't because he's praying at his dead wife's grave. Even I know that wouldn't be right. Just explain one thing to me. Why did you attack Liantong Temple again? Why the hell did you kill my father?
What do you mean?
Don't lie! You know! He's dead! Your goons burned down Liantong, and they murdered my father!
I see. I gave them no such orders.
What?
So the leader of the King Long platoon has fallen. I'd heard of his reputation for great strength and integrity. But not his death.
What? You mean you had nothing to do with it?
Alcade, much like your late father, I too once took up the banner of the weak and downtrodden to shepherd them from the Empire's unending tyranny.
What?
It would seem fate is not without a sense of irony. Us meeting here tonight. It was a time before our current figurehead held the throne. Over 20 years ago during the reign of Mio.
Lord Caro hails from Lingfan, a remote region on the outskirts of the Empire. He was the son of Cato, a wise and virtuous leader who cherished the people who lived under his fiefdom, and passed these noble traits on to his son. In turn, both men were beloved and respected by their subjects.
Like Caro.
However, this peace would not last. A governor-general of the Empire desired this fruitful land, and seized upon it with unimaginable savagery.
Hero, my son, the time has come to use your power. Draw upon your inner reservoir, Father, please, to protect our dear villagers. You must kill that man!
No, spare me. Please, spare my life.
You took the lives of everyone in my village, my family. Why should I spare yours?
What the hell? Killing a man like that would make you an enemy of the Empire, not a major general.
You're right. For many years, I wore my outlaw status as a badge of honor while fighting the Empire. As a rebel.
Caro traveled alone, far and wide across the land, until one day... That was the day he encountered Chosa. Over time, she was able to fill the void in His Excellency's heart, to ease his troubled soul, and for that, he treasured her. During the course of his travels, he spared many lives from the bloody acts of men seeking dominion and power. Many of those he saved pledged their fealty to him and followed him wherever he roamed. Together, they carved out a mountain pass and made their home under its and Lord Caro's protection. It was at this time he trained the villagers in the ways of battle and established the Xuanlong platoon to keep a vigil against the Empire's encroachment.
So you gave them a safe place? That's what Father did with Tai Shan.
Our lives were filled with peace, and out of that peace, a child was born. My son, I shall call you Keiko, child. I will raise you to be strong and honorable. I swear. That child was me.
Filled with a newfound sense of purpose, Lord Caro set out to purge the nearby lands of corrupt officials and despots.
A purge?
To restore health to the Empire, he saw it necessary to lop off its rotten branches, as it were. He did this selflessly, without any desire for power. The Empire viewed this purge as an act of treason, and meted out punishment accordingly.
This Holocaust was the Empire's doing. It was at that moment that I realized I had been completely wrong in my thinking. It was not the branches of the Empire that were rotten. It was diseased from the roots upward. Chosa! Keiko! Chosa! 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 Speak to me! You can't die! I curse not only the Empire and its unyielding brutality, but my own inability to protect those closest to me from it. My rage burned like 1,000 suns. What had lain dormant was at once awoken. My karma as Dubé.
In times of great turmoil, the Dipper Bearers are given the task to act as beacons, guiding the people out of darkness. Of these stars, Jubei's fate is to restore order through force. Lord Caro has been handed this fate. The heavens themselves have decreed that he shoulder this inconceivable burden, that he alone shall bring the world to rights by the sheer force of his will. All I know about him is what I've shared with you tonight.
Thank you, Kocho. Quite a story.
Tell me, if all that stuff is true about what the Empire did to you, why are you working for them now?
After I buried Chosa, I surrendered to the Imperial forces and swore unconditional loyalty.
You let them win?
You see, I knew if I wound my way through the ranks, I could take control from the inside. Rebellions are ultimately meaningless actions, both born of and begetting desperation. I will counter the Shan Empire by using the power granted to its military as a fulcrum with which to topple it and seize it for my own. The heavens have chosen to bestow this fate upon Dubé, and thus I am tasked with restoring order by force.
You mean by bloodshed? I can understand your reasons for doing what you did after what happened to you and your family. But there's no way to make things right by causing more suffering. Next time I see you, I'll make sure to settle the score once and for all.
Wait.
For what? We're done here. No, that's the sword of rule.
The sword has chosen me as its master. So know that next time our paths do cross, you will address me as Son of Heaven, Emperor Caro!
If I may ask, sir, do you happen to know whatever became of His Excellency's son, Keiko?
I'm told that he was abandoned.
But why?
The path to the throne is a blood-soaked one. I can imagine my lord did not wish his only son to be washed away in it.
But what of his daughter? What of Taki?
The truth of it, Lady Taki is the child of another man.
What?
Perhaps it is not the will of the heavens that the two warrior gods of old engage each other in bloody conflict after all.
What? I didn't drag Alcade all the way out here for discussion. How very disappointing.
Light the torches!
That light,
I'll go investigate, sir.
that's fire. For what reason?
On my orders.
Lord Caro.
Now that I've drawn the Shanji Lan Wu, Alcade is no longer of any use to me.
Caro! You trapped one of the five?
Indeed. Hey, you keep these clowns busy while I go help Taito.
Aye, aye.
What the hell? Bare-handed.
Time now to die, Alcade.
I get it. You can't kill them unless you get one of your goons to do it for you. Nice try. But you still won't win. I will die! What the hell?
I'll be damned. Well now, Taito, you don't need me. Bye.
Right, damn you!
So, he's learned to harness Alcade's fury. Could this newfound control lead to power equaling that of father's?
There's not much time. The grave beckons. Oh, how they flail and struggle, laboring into the self-centered delusion of free will, fighting against fate. The life of mortals is brief and brutal.
Will you attempt to draw it?
Alas, I cannot.
The Shan Empire is but mere pageantry, founded on lies and anchored in deceit. Its leader, a paper tiger. And yet, still there is hope. The true sword, before you, has chosen the true emperor. Behold, the will of the heavens!
Such radiance. Indeed, it must be.
Why do you gape? The man before us has been decreed by fate to lead. Show that you will follow. Bow your heads now! Ryuko! Your blade.
They tell me it was found on you.
I held tight to it when I felt in my heart that you met your end. But now I know the truth.
Rin Mei. Become a part of all this. You and I can serve his lordship arm in arm.
How can you ask that?
The price of obstinacy will be your head. A cost I cannot bear to see you pay. Swear fealty to Lord Carroll and I can intervene. Rin Mei, please, help me to save you.
That I can't.
Damn you. See reason. Your life is at stake.
Ryuko, what you call reason is madness. The one who needs saving is you. My life will be spared care of your former friends.
Such charming faith.
What of your own?
What?
You've aligned yourself to Lord Carroll. In your heart, do you believe him to be right?
I do.
Your keepsake yields its secrets to the moon. I have seen the name. The love of a sun cast aside blinds you.
Perhaps it does. Though yet, my ideals would reflect his regardless. Of this, I could not be more certain. It is fate.
Speak as yourself.
I speak as one allied to the Emperor. Indeed, as one allied to the stars. Carroll has been decreed this land's salve.
Have you heard the rumblings? They say General Caro drew the sword of rule, and before a staggered emperor, no less.
But how can that be? Only His Majesty can draw the sword.
But that's just it, though. The one he drew was a fake. Apparently, Taiga was never fit to rule in the first place.
Well, that definitely explains the sad state of affairs around Spinning.
You what? You're joking. Taiga has been deposed. It's only a matter of time before he's driven from the capital like a plague dog from its master's table. Would you join him in banishment? Taki, please. You and I can live openly as father and daughter now.
A moment I have longed for. And please do not think me cold. But my place is with him. I will not abandon my husband in his hour of need.
He what? Lord Carroll has drawn the sword of rule?
No way.
The whole capital is astir with the news, sir.
What an unseemly turn of events. My entire stratagem is a pantomime now. Worse, an utter farce.
Now what?
This is terrible. If Carroll is crowned emperor...
Come on. It's not like drawing some stupid old sword automatically makes you the Emperor, right?
As a matter of fact, it does.
What, have you been living under a rock? Give me a break, Taito. Infants know that's how emperors are chosen. Well, I think the whole thing's a sham. I mean, I didn't have any trouble unsheathing that thing.
What are you talking about? You drew the sword?
Well, yeah, sure. It happened when I fought Mustache for the first time.
You imbecile! Don't you think you should have shared this with the rest of us before now?
We'll make a molehill out of it, why don't you? I'm not you. I don't remember every little thing I do wrong.
Shut up, jerk!
Genius as Emperor? Seems like a bit of a stretch. Or, impossible.
Could the heavens have decreed two rulers at once? No. It must be the Taito who somehow managed to fall out of the blade's favor.
Who even cares? Ruling is for chumps, not me. Even when Shimei tried to sweet-talk me into it, I flat out told him no.
You ingrate!
In what?
You thumbed your nose at destiny, and for that the heavens have chosen a monster's ambition over a sapling's pride.
So you mean, if he would have accepted it, we wouldn't be in this mess, would we?
We can't be sure, but it seems likely. The sword is fickle.
Are you serious? So it's my fault. Caro's the Emperor now, because I turned my back on it?
Well, either way, it was likely bound to happen eventually.
Hold on a second. If Caro's taken the throne all of a sudden, what's gonna happen to Taiga?
Well, if he gives it up without a fight, he may live. Usurpers can be merciful.
And if he doesn't?
Surely he's willing to abdicate. Taiga hasn't the will but to fold.
No, he made me a promise, damn it! He swore he'd try to change things, that he'd make the Empire a better place.
Should he choose to hold his own, more's the pity. Caro will cut him down without so much as batting an eye.
Hey, just where the hell are you off to? To go and help Emperor Taiga.
Don't be rash.
The man's my brother. You're not gonna stop me, so just back off.
You fool. I choose to be a lone wolf. You've an entire pack to run with.
Lord Caro,
Yes, boy.
the rumors gain currency that you intend to kill Taiga.
And if it be true?
I implore you to reconsider. Your aim has already been realized. Please, Lord, what need cries further bloodshed to that end?
Bloodshed harbingers fear. Begets obedience, ballasts one's power.
But, sir, he's your son-in-law. You did as good as shed your own blood. Why would you visit harm upon family?
Enough!
My lord! Father, Tell me, would you stoop to spill my blood?
That dagger. Impossible. Can you really be Keiko?
Forgive me. I had hoped to spare you the embarrassment. And yet...
Ryuko. Rather, Keiko. I abandoned you in service to a loftier vision than fatherhood. Forgive me. I shall rescind my decision to execute him.
Do you speak the truth?
Moreover, Taiga is now in your care.
My lord, I am most grateful.
Kill them all.
Listen up, men. Now, take heed. Our quarry is especially elusive. For tonight, we ensnare an emperor.
But, boss, that's crazy. And besides, we're privateers.
Come now. Give not fear a feast. Be brazen. Think of the grand adventure, the thrill of the hunt, treading where few else dare. And, well, naturally, think of an emperor's ransom.
Well, I, for one, think it's a brilliant idea, sir.
According to our sources, His Majesty is currently being held at Tongyo Temple.
Seriously?
Rinmei is there as well, so it's 2 for the price of 1.
Really?
All right. This is the sort of crazy I live for.
Excellent. But bear in mind, the temple has essentially become a fortress. Get cocky and will be fodder for the Xuan Long platoon.
So then, what do you got up your sleeve?
My sleeve? No fancy tricks this time around, I'm afraid.
Come on. You're joking.
Time is against us. It can't be helped.
But, sir, can we not use the machines? Given the enemy's number, I balk to think what our casualties will be without the element of surprise on our side. Come now. Surely our brave captain will give his blessing to whatever advantage was available.
Do not speak to me of them. Would you see pigs fly?
Sure.
No, I will not submit to their infernal whim! I despair my charge. Please, friends, forgive the sparse room.
Not at all. My gratitude, sir. Indeed, my utmost. Your intervention may have spared my life, or at the least kept Taki and I together.
Won't you consider abdication? Please. You may yet be together in freedom.
I will not abdicate. I have a promise to keep, one I'm loath to recant, one that I may only fulfill as emperor.
For Taito, yes?
That's correct. I take it you know him?
I do.
Outstanding. Tell me, how does he fare?
Well, sir. Recklessly as ever, I fear.
That rings true. Good Taito. You may laugh at this, but even from the moment he dropped through the ceiling, it never felt as though we were strangers.
Such is the bond of brotherhood. This is what I call fun! Come on, friend! Around the scene!
Oh, wow! This is great!
No kidding. The Wu Jin guys have it all. Nobody can touch us up here.
Good news. Jose is quite taken with this task.
I hate this! We weren't meant to fly! Never! We soar further from the wealth of common sense with every pump of the bellows! Who devised these ludicrous contraptions?
You, sir.
Oh, damn my hubris!
We're here.
Safe to say we've escaped their notice?
If they didn't hear you screaming.
Good point, Taito. Your fear of heights almost despoiled the plan, brave captain. Whoa. Seriously? I didn't think you were afraid of anything.
Quiet! Are we doing this or not?
Don't move. Refrain from playing games and you just might live.
Yes, ma'am.
No need to be scared. It's me.
Frank amateurs. Bunched together. They might as well fit that building with a target.
So what do we do?
We play it safe. Best to stay put.
What are you waiting for? Come on.
Taito!
Long time no see. Looking fancy.
My friend, what are you doing?
I'm here to rescue you two, of course.
Rescue? Are you mad?
Sure, whatever. Let's go.
Before we do, we're not the only ones being held. A girl is in prison very close by.
Oh, don't worry. We're all over that one, too. Damn it! They have us boxed in.
What now?
You firebombed Lord Caro's house to divert us, thinking you could bag your quarry. A clever stratagem in its way. Interesting. Sugar Crusadas. Clearly. You've nowhere to run. Surrender peacefully, Alcade.
Careful.
Stay back, sis.
You got it. Be safe.
Don't be an imbecile. Stand down. You can't take them all on. You'll fall.
A real man stays and fights, whatever the odds, period. You hear me?
You fool. Just who are you trying to impress? Capitulate.
Not a chance, old-timer. Come on, you want a piece of this. I can see it in your eyes.
You think so? Ante up then, Alcade. Let's see if that fabled light is on par with the warrior god you're so hungry to pit yourself against. I got him. Dodging this blow isn't an option, boy. How will you counter?
Taito!
What the? Impossible.
Oh, darn. My bad.
This can't be. He felled Kojo with just one hit.
So this is Alcade. The only man to have crossed swords with Lord Garrow and wounded him. Ever.
Ryusho!
Well done. You've made great strides. Quite the warrior indeed.
Well, to be honest, I have been working on my technique a little.
Your Majesty,
General, you're here?
you're unharmed. I'm so thankful.
Taito! Let's clear a path! You bet!
Did he say Taito? Could he be?
Follow me. We're making a break for it.
Tonight's not your night. I'm in a foul mood. Those who cherish their highest, let's move! What the hell?
This is no ordinary human being.
Lila! You're not my beloved. I'm here to whisk you away.
This is our window.
Fall back, Taito! Okay.
Our fight must wait for another time.
I'm so glad you're all right. Lila. Boss.
Sorry to keep you. Let's move out.
Right.
What the? Damn it!
See you around, old-timer.
Alcade!
Hey, no hard feelings, okay?
We actually pulled this off.
I know.
We are forever in your debt, friends. Thank you.
Oh, no. This one's on me. It's Ryuko!
Your position, then?
That's right. And no amount of fancy talk is going to change my mind, either. But who knows? Maybe it's our fate to disagree like this.
Indeed. Then I've no choice.
Let's finish it, Ryuko. Once and for all.
With pleasure.
I am Alcade, user of the 8 styles. Choose your stance.
I am my Tsar. I choose. Your annihilation.
Stop this! Act like men! This is infantile! Lila, please, convince them to withdraw.
Yeah, sure thing. While I'm at it, I'll move a mountain, too.
You jest.
Nah, we're pretty much gonna have to let them duke it out, I'm afraid. Calling men bullheaded would be an insult to livestock. That reminds me. Have I told you about the little club we've got, Lady Taki?
Forgive me, my lord. It seems Alcade has absconded with Taki and his former majesty.
quite the faux pas. Shime. Tiger's truancy alone is of little account. He is merely the detritus of a bygone era. But that he's now in the company of your nemesis, surely that is no small consideration.
The Sword of Rule has chosen me to be Emperor. Alcade concerns me not in the least. My ambition is realized. But should our absent friends collude in hope of bringing me down, I will see their hopes dashed personally.
Taki.
Oh, come on. You worn out? You're penting like an overloaded pack mule there, hotshot.
Imbecile, you're in no position to mock me. Explain it.
Do what?
Your faith. How can you put so much stock in someone as ineffectual as Saga?
Do what?
No qualms, no hesitation, just blind faith.
Oh, give me a break. What kind of question is that?
One that begs an answer.
Look, you either get it or you don't, okay?
And I don't?
Let me ask you, smart guy. When you believe in somebody, do you always have to know why?
Of course I do. Anything else would be the surrender of reason.
If you want a reason, just look them in the eye. What more do you need? Hell, that's all it took for me the first time we met. Remember?
Don't think to sway me. Why do his platitudes lure me? He brings out the best in everyone, even when he speaks nonsense. Am I losing sight of the horizon line, where wisdom becomes cliché? Or is he right? For that matter, when could I last even look someone in the eye without my guard up?
Now pick it up.
Don't patronize me.
Oh, please, grow up. I've been looking forward to this. Come on. Do you want a rematch or don't you?
Taito, I have never encountered your like.
What do you think about a little rematch sometime?
Taito.
Call it fate if you like. Let's spar. It'll be fun, like back in the old days. After the crap we've been through, you owe me a fair fight.
You idiot.
Very well. Though I feel I ought to remind you. In the real world, fair is entirely relative.
Trust me, I know.
Morons. I knew it would come to this. Why do men have to be so... I believe the word is hopeless. Is it not? You do get it. Oh, yes. What the...
Your Majesty! Lady Taki!
What? Gaucho!
Damn their eyes! To have kidnapped you! I'll teach them a lesson in respect. Neither woman nor child will know mercy.
Kojo, stop!
Your Highness!
They are not our foe. Listen, please. They risked both life and limb in order to set us free. Kara would have slain Taki and myself if not for their intercession.
They what? No, you've been bewitched.
But it's the truth. Lord Kara would have seen us put to death.
My noble lord, surely he would never.
Here we are at last. It's the end.
Bring it.
Taki!
Way to go, Ty.
I am bested. Go.
I was a servant. His dog. With your beloved Emperor, die as one.
Look out!
So strong a bond will not be rent asunder.
Taito?
Carol! Taito, please, you mustn't give in. Disaster will rain down on us all if you clash.
Lila, take the others and go. Get them out of here. Quickly. I'll stay and hold him off.
You sure?
Just have faith. I promise no matter what happens, I'll find you guys.
You'd better, Ty. You hear me?
So you're going to hold me off then, are you? Interesting. The heavens have paved a road for me, boy. Check my progress if you dare.
Oh, I dare a lot more than that.
Don't do this.
It's time! Come on!
Impossible. Taito took a direct hit from him without faltering. It's happened. The war of Alcade and Dube has become manifest.
You escaped unharmed, Majesty?
Yes, that's great, but who gives a damn about you? Coward! You left Taito to face the music alone!
Calm yourself, please. Taito willed His Majesty to break away. He did not simply flee the scene out of cowardice. You know that. Our mission was to free him.
Forgive me. I was only doing as Taito wanted.
Damn it, Taito! If you die on us, Lila won't have any family left. What kind of life will she have to look forward to? I know. Your sweet sis and I will have to get hitched. It's the best way to honor your memory.
Not to steal your thunder. But my memory doesn't need honoring just yet.
Taito!
Thank heavens!
Taito, you eavesdropping scoundrel.
So, you do know that was just me kidding around, right?
Sure, whatever.
Young Taito, it was I who cast you out. I who tore you from your brother's side all those years ago.
You what?
Hey, it's all right. You did what you thought was best.
What?
Tell me, of what are the two of you speaking?
My lord, it's time for you to know. The hero before us is your own twin brother.
Twin brother?
Yeah, how's that for a surprise?
'Twas to my everlasting shame, banishing you from the capital, all driven by fear of your fate, the sigil. Whatever punishment you devise, I will humbly submit to.
Don't talk like that. After all, I consider it an honor to be raised by Soe and Sone. Actually, sir, I should be thanking you. Without your help, I never would have met them. So, I guess, thanks. I'm grateful for it.
And I for your kindness.
What's up? Whoa, whoa. Hey, take it easy.
Brother.
The time has come.
Indeed, Your Highness.
Your lordship,
What do you want?
why did you do it, sir? Why did you cast your blade aloft?
Why else? To slay Alcade.
And yet it found purchase at last in Kocho's breast, not his.
So it did. And justly, too. Weakness is the worst betrayal of all. Death a coward's only reward.
But my lord,
You question Lord Caro's judgment? Lest we forget, that same judgment saw fit to spare your head when what filled it was treason. Your Majesty, no such veil of doubt shrouds my loyalty. I would lay down my life for you if necessary.
Of that I'm sure. You've conviction. Why else would I have kept you under my wing?
to speak this way.
Choka, gather up the citizenry in Xialing Square.
Yes, with haste.
And so it begins. At long last, Karo's ascent. The Empire's demise, and Dube's satisfaction.
He's really gonna take the throne?
Yeah, I'm afraid so, and that's just the first step.
First step? What more could he desire? There's not a soul left foolhardy enough who dare contest him. Does the helm of the Empire leave him wanting?
Well, whatever he's got in mind, there's no way it could be good. We've got to find a way to stop him before he does any more damage.
We can bet the purposes Blackheart's conceived bodes poorly.
Once he's gone, it'll be up to you to restore the Empire. Remember that. Things can't go back to the way they were before. You made me a promise.
May I ask this of you, please?
Ask me what?
In my place, I would like very much for you to sit as Emperor.
Highness, what are you saying?
I'm not even sure what scares me more, Kero or a half-wit like Taito perched on the throne.
Please, sir, do not decide in haste.
I haven't the strength to fight evil men, and Taito does. I've seen it. The Empire would be better, far better served by him.
Sorry, pal. I've got absolutely no intention of taking that job.
You... Ow. Why did you strike me? It was only...
Trust me, you don't need strength to fight evil, just a good heart. Look, the Empire doesn't need a hero. They need somebody with a vision to lead it. Someone who really cares.
Taito.
Besides, we'll be around to help you. Every one of us. So it's not like you'll be alone in this fight.
Thank you. Thank you all.
There you have it. It's Kismet. The day now belongs to the young people we have the privilege of standing beside. Youth in revolt. Humbling thought. But that's as it should be, yes.
Behold! Hear me! With this dawns a new star on the fortunes of this land for all time! The seeds of conflict sown by poverty, suspicion, and malaise will be winnowed and rendered unto the earth. Ours is now a soil in which tranquility and opulence will take root.
What now? I can't help but wonder fretfully.
Shokugo, I'm sorry. I should have confronted him long ago. Whatever happens now, the burden is mine.
To buttress my vow, my first act as Emperor is to condemn the lot of you, foul, bedraggled sowers of discord that you are, to death!
What the hell's going on? Stand down immediately!
Yes. Now this is what I've been sharpening the bit for. Massacre.
Finally. Oh, sweet star, finally. A demon's dream made flesh.
Dube, my emperor. You are without a doubt. According to what little word I received from temples around the Empire, similar events are occurring elsewhere. Unholy massacres perpetrated by the living dead. Lands once verdant are now stained by blood, and fires rage rampant throughout the realm. Men who once lived in harmony hold one another in deep suspicion and lash out at their erstwhile brethren. All this destruction carried out under the banner of the new Emperor, Kero.
It can't be.
Now I understand. Kero sent his legions out not to quash pockets of rebellion in the Empire, as he so claimed, but to seed the land with fresh corpses to reanimate and murder the living.
Master Ryusho, is the Xuanlong platoon now composed solely of the undead? Is Ryuko among them?
Fear not, my child. Although the lad's mind may be clouded, the light of Mizar still burns above.
There are still many in the Xuanlong who have not yet succumbed to this affliction. Some have taken arms against their gruesome former comrades to protect the citizens.
This macabre army is the creation of Shime. Unless his thrall can be undone, they will wipe out the Empire and humanity with it.
One shot to the forehead. Hit those walking bags of worm food right here. We just need to let the people know that.
Yeah, you're right. Without those undead creeps around, Kara won't have any kind of army left.
That's not going to happen, unless you two can come up with a plan to pass that information on to every living person in the Empire. Even if all the killing were to stop today, Shimei would have a fresh supply of bodies to use as he pleased.
We're wasting time. All of this talking isn't getting us anywhere. What we need to do is let me track that bastard down and meet him face to face. Like a warrior! Then he'll be dead and this nightmare will be over. I'm going to the capital at first light tomorrow. Master Ryusho, Grand General, I'll leave the real Emperor under your care.
Lord Caro! Lord Caro, please wait!
What is it you want?
Sir, about the incident in Jialing Square. I cannot even begin to comprehend why it happened.
Any loyal citizen would give his life if that was my wish.
I don't understand. How could you do such a thing? The foundation of the Empire is its people. They are its life and future.
Such childish ideals. Look, in the empire which I reign, the weak have no future save death. I will render them to ash and bid them return to the barren ground upon which they toil. In that way, they are much like the woman who burdened me with you. If an empire can bring death upon its people, surely an emperor can bring death upon his empire. Do you understand now, Keiko?
You're wrong! Blood is not cleansed with more blood. Mother's death was decreed by fate, not solely by the actions of the Empire.
Then it also be fate that calls upon me to view the Empire's demise from the hilt of my broadsword.
Now is not the time for death! The time is upon us for the Empire's rebirth, a transformation begotten by the peace and prosperity of which you once spoke. Please, Father, come to your senses.
If you wish to call me your father, you must honor me as such. You must make my desires your own.
Father, how can I believe it's you?
Well, look at that. Dubé shines brightly indeed. The heavens' way of telling us they share our knowledge of the skirmish to come.
His star, Caro's celestial author. I guess if there's one thing we share in common with the guy, it's like it or not, we're all held to whatever the karma of the stars has in store for us.
Caro's star is one ruled by aggression and bloodshed, as is the earthly vessel that carries him, plagued by such unfortunate burdens.
His is a dismal fate. Hard to believe he once used the guiding hand of compassion to direct his power to aid those in need. But such is life for those who bear Dubé's ghastly mark.
I don't think it really works that way. I just don't believe that it's true. I mean, I don't want to be disrespectful to what Grandpa taught me about all that stuff, but our lives down here have nothing to do with how a bunch of lights happen to shine up in the sky. Caro's not the way he is because of some star. It's because he's not strong enough to be any way else.
So you deny the role of the stars altogether?
Yes, I would. I may be Alcade and he's Dubé, but after all the suffering he's caused, I know that I'd still be on my way to the capital to kick his ass no matter who I was. So you guys should just forget about being the Divine Warriors and come to the capital with me if you think it's the right thing to do.
So you mean the central figure? The boy ruled by one of the most polarizing stars to whom we have sworn blood allegiance. The one at the center of this whole cosmic drama claims this is the product of chance?
Are you laughing at me?
Not at all. In fact, my respect for you has grown, my friend.
I think Taito may have a point. After all, the one of us who's focused so rigidly on the light of the stars above. Well, we can all agree that he's the one who's completely lost his bearing on the earthly plane.
That's true. But seriously, Taito, I can't believe you're figuring all this stuff out now. I've come along with you because you're too stupid to be by yourself, not because you're Alcade.
Once again, the lady's right. You big old idiot. Nobody asked you, you jackass.
Hey, if Lila says it's true, it's true.
Cut from the same cloth as your father. Only Soe and now Alcade have been bold enough to call Sone's teachings malarkey.
Hey, come on. I don't know if I'd go all that far.
Ooh, when we get back home to Liantong, I'm so gonna tell Grandpa what you guys have been saying about him.
There's no need for that. It wouldn't be constructive, child.
The lady's right again.
Shut your foolish mouth, you half-wit.
No, you mustn't overexcite your heart, Master Ryusho.
I will be joining Taito when he leaves tomorrow. I ask you keep watch over our guests. Protect them with your lives. I expect no less from you. Got it?
Captain, please, take me with you.
Me too. Me too. Please, Captain.
Come on. This journey to our once fair capital is to have the final bout with Caro. I'll have my hands full enough without having to make your funeral arrangements.
I wouldn't be a burden to you, Captain. I swear I wouldn't.
Yeah, we'll stay out of your way.
I realize we all share a desire to settle our various grudges with Caro, but still.
You got it all wrong. We just want to honor our pledges to stay with you till the bitter end. Please. those bastards in the Xuanlong platoon burned down my village, you were the only one to give me shelter.
You saved me right when that sergeant's blade was sailing towards my neck, Captain.
I was still hungry after dinner the other night. You gave me your leftovers.
Listen to me, Captain. No matter how rough the waters may have been, we have always braved them together in the same vessel. This time is no different, sir.
We'll never leave your side, Captain.
Stop being so foolish!
Inky,
You will honor your captain by following his orders, by protecting our guests. Remember, our sworn duty to the Wojin squad trumps any other bond. We must rest for the night. I fear the day to come will be the longest yet.
A word?
Yes, Captain?
I wanted to thank you for once again filling the unpleasant role of disciplinarian.
That wasn't my point exactly.
If I'm in fact able to avenge your brother Enyu's death and return here, there is a matter I would like to address. And, we shall discuss it then. Farewell.
That damn fool. He's hopeless. All men are hopeless.
As long as we've known each other, we've never had the opportunity to sit down and talk as friends.
That wise fool was always hovering about.
A very apt description. So that was the reason.
What do you suppose he's thinking on this portentous night?
His mind's in a fog, in absolute confusion.
I suppose you're right. It's so like him, always getting lost along the way.
What he needs is someone to take him by the hand and guide him along life's path. Ringmei, your hand shall be his guide.
That's good. In fact, I have his first lesson ready. One he needs to learn.
Hey, thanks a lot for helping me with this.
No problem. I don't mind at all.
So, you're going to be going with us tomorrow morning, aren't you?
That's right.
You know, it'll be dangerous. When we meet him face to face, Carol will go at us full bore. I'm really worried that no one will be able to protect you from him. If something were to happen to you, I don't know what in the world I would do.
Hey, don't worry. Things will turn out just fine.
Lila, I'm a man on my knees asking you. Please get on that boat tomorrow morning and go someplace safe with Inky and the others.
Jose,
I'm dead serious. Now more than ever. I can't hold back. Don't go.
I've honored my word to my father this far, and I'm not stopping now. I swore I'd stay with Taito till the end. I can't go back on my pledge after all this time. When it's done, I'll go to Father's grave and tell him everything. Tell him how his son avenged his death.
I understand. In that case, I'll have to be even stronger. I will make sure you keep your word, and I take my revenge, both without fail.
This is as much as I can tell you about the layout of the Imperial Palace. My only regret is that I cannot lend my fists to the battle ahead.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. Just keep these two lovebirds out of harm's way.
So the dice cast. Will nothing save off this battle?
Caro's paved his entire way to the throne with the bodies of innocent men, women, and children. Someone has to make him answer for that.
I know. And you're so strong. But my poor father was a strong man, too.
I know exactly what you're going through, Taki. And after I'm done with that bastard, he won't make anyone feel this way again.
You really mean it?
Thank you, brother.
But after that, you'll have to honor your end of the deal. To fix this broken land and make it a place of harmony. A place of true peace. But hey, I have a feeling you can do that. After all, you are my own flesh and blood, right?
Who goes there? Shokaku.
I'm relieved to see you're unharmed.
Please, sir, release me from this cell at once. Dubei's terror must be stopped.
Mizar, you must remain in there.
But why must I? Surely you don't agree with the wholesale slaughter of the Empire's citizens. It is our duty to intercede on their behalf.
Our divine ruler's words are sacrosanct. If you believe otherwise, your rightful place is locked away in there.
He believes his father. My lord!
No. Not yet. The time is not right.
You've exceeded even my most grand expectations. By a considerable margin, in fact. In all my years, I've not the pleasure of hearing such a lovely cacophony of screams.
Such novelty can be found after eons of haunting this abject terrain.
Yes, truly. This game is a surprise to me as well. The war hero draws the sword of rule, claims his place atop the Empire's throne, and decrees death to his subjects. The betrayal of a whole populace is quite the coup, if you'll pardon the expression. Their savior reveals himself to be their executioner. I'd endure eons more on this earth to witness that again. But what title shall history bestow upon you? The blood-stained emperor? Uniter of hell and earth? Whatever the title may be, your name shall be writ large across its pages.
If I deign to leave a scribe alive to tell the tale.
All too true, my lord. After all, your aim is to cure the land of its human affliction. And that time is anon. At present, your foe is saying his tearful farewells, readying his mind for the ultimate clash. This will not be the first time your paths have crossed, but indeed it shall be the last, and what will be born of this pairing shall be death.
Shime,
Yes, my lord.
our partnership was built on a common goal, its fruit the battle to come. I believed only when Alkaid's strength equaled my own could such an event transpire. If we were to fight prematurely, the Earth might withstand the fallout and humanity remain. That was not an option.
The young lad has cheated death time and time again. By fate's will, he has survived to see this day come to pass. The heavens do tend to get their way, do they not?
Indeed. I now hold dominion over the Empire as was their will. And I shall see to its annihilation as is mine. I will accept no less than the end of humanity.
Yes, the toll for peace, as you say.
Annihilation, however,
My lord.
is not enough. Of what avail is this divine carnage without my own eyes to bear witness?
Lord, what do you mean?
This newfound power of Alkaid's now equals my own. So to clash now would assure mutual destruction. I would not be able to observe my desires made flesh. Why is that?
Unhand the sword, my lord!
Shime, you have labored diligently to stoke the fires of rage inside my nemesis. For that I commend you. The torment at your hands has been the crucible for his transformation. At the time I forged this partnership with you, I saw the future darkly. But now I see its culmination is this moment.
You vermin! How dare a mortal trick me in this manner?
A mortal am I?
What are you doing, my lord? Why would you harm yourself this way?
Your corporeal form is nothing more than a marionette. The spirit animating that vessel resides in the weapon itself, Wansheng Shiming. To ensure my survival through the cataclysm, I must absorb that spirit into my own.
You'll accomplish nothing by this. Just ensure that your body shall be my next vessel.
Oh, yes! I can feel your demonic power becoming one with my own, and with it I shall see world's end!
The heavens have chosen you. You are truly a god among men. You've defeated me. I acquiesce without dishonor. I cannot hope to resist you. Wansheng Shiming has been swallowed up whole. I have forever been integrated into the perfect force to end this plague-ridden world once and for all. You are a true monster, Dubé, one fit to devour all humanity. Such divine entertainment!
Best of luck in the battle ahead. We're all thinking on your safe return.
Thank you. Keep a close eye on Taiga and the rest of them. Brother, please, save our land. We shall pray for victory.
This will probably be our final battle. But we might not all survive to see another day. Are you still willing to enter the fray this one last time?
Yeah, I've lived my whole life for this day. Try and stop me. Lila, I will protect you no matter what we may be up against. They would have to tear me apart to get to you.
Then I guess I just have to put you back together.
You would, really?
Ryuko will make his way back to the path. Together we can all be the hands that will help to guide him there.
It's up stray once in a while.
Every last one of these poor souls called this their home.
Poor souls. My lady Koei,
Oh, Sam, sorry.
mowed down out of spite. Her corpse is bent like a reed to that bastard's whim. No one deserves that. Not the worst of us.
The odds are decidedly not in our favor against such a horde.
To hell with odds. Their defilement ends right now. Every one of them will rest in peace.
I, for one, share in Jose's noble sentiment.
We can't let them suffer. We have to avenge them and set them free.
Cafe Palace is up ahead, in the dead center of town. Let's do this! Follow me!
Joker.
Alcade moves toward the inner sanctum.
Taito. I see. So he couldn't be stopped.
Tell me, would you kill a loved one at Kiro's behest? Or does your own life not hold a candle to friendship?
I will not be persuaded. Dube. Caro's bloody indulgence is not a charge I will keep.
Your scruples are fickle.
You mock me. Caro's ambitions drew me in because I had not the wit to see them for what they were. I will atone yet.
Atonement. So you are eager to lay down your life. Well then, your scruples will be accommodated.
Alas, the end comes. I must deploy the moments allotted me well, and quickly.
The Zuke Gate!
The final bulwark betwixt us and Lord Caro.
Not quite.
You!
Whatever garb it condescends to wear, mutiny is at last just the countenance of cowards and vermin.
Stand aside, witch, or do you intend to take us on yourself?
Oh no. I was merely correcting your misapprehension.
No way. Ryuko, what are you doing?
Don't. You must all get back.
The hell is wrong with you? You rotten son of a... No, wait. Hold on. It's not his fault. He can't help it.
Precisely. Once a figurative pawn, now a pawn in fact.
Stop him! He's gonna kill Taito! Ryuko or not, we can't just stand here!
The only remedy for him is death.
We can't do that.
No, we have to let Taito handle this.
Ryuko.
Look at me. I'm not gonna fight you. You understand? Go right ahead. I won't.
The loyalty of a fool. How sad. Now bury the altruist to his reward!
Fight it. You're above their tricks.
No, I'm not. Strike me down.
What?
For the wrongs I've done. For the wrongs I will perpetrate yet. Kill me before I spill your blood.
You out of your mind? I said I'm not gonna kill you.
Why do you hesitate? Slay Alcade!
Taito, please, I beg of you, kill me now. It's the only way. My life is meaningless. Only you have the power to end Caro's tyranny. If you fall by my hand, the monster will reign unchallenged.
And if you fall by mine, stop and think about what you're asking me. Neither one of us should have to die. People still care about you, warts and all. People like Rinmei. People like Jose and Lila. Hell, all of us. Remember the cliff? We're both seeing this through. You hear me? I'm not gonna kill a friend.
Are you insane? After everything I've done, you still call me...
You fool! Any attempts to resist Caro's hold are futile!
That may be so. The choice before me, between my life and that of a friend. Behold, my answer!
No, you mustn't, please!
Forgive me. No!
Ryuko. Shokaku, what is the meaning of this?
Caro's madness shall be his own ruin. Ryuko shall be free.
Very well! Caro has no need of feeble sycophants!
Indeed. What need has his lordship for feeble sycophants?
Hold on, Ryuko. Keep fighting it.
What the hell's happening to him?
Mysar and the dark magic of the Wan Shang Shiming are warring within him to the death.
So, how do we get them to stop?
The tempest in him is mighty. If we cannot staunch its rage, he'll die.
What?
He will not die. Not as I draw breath.
What the hell's happening to him?
Mysar and the dark magic of the Wan Shang Shiming are warring within him to the death.
So, how do we get them to stop?
The tempest in him is mighty. If we cannot staunch its rage, he'll die.
What?
He will not die. Not as I draw breath. Endure it just a bit longer, friend.
What are you gonna do?
I will draw the dark magic from him as one draws water from a well.
Yeah, but how are you gonna do that?
By Ryuko's ironclad will, his body rejects the evil within itself. It dwells now on the surface where it can be siphoned out.
Darkness is strong. Can I outstrip it?
Our star sigils are resonating.
I'm right here.
What the hell's it doing to you?
It's no matter. Death has long been my shadow. My life has run its course. I brought this upon us, my friend. But you have the power to set things right in my stead.
Alioth. The sage makes 5 at the heel of Alcade. 'Tis of little moment.
Ryuko.
Rime.
Thank the stars. He's okay!
Oh, wow. He really had us worried for a second there. Come on, man. On your feet. No, I'm unfit to take your hand.
No, you're not.
Shokaku!
I am maimed. Forgive me, my lord. Alcade draws ever nearer as I speak. He will stand where now I kneel. With Shokaku's defection, all 5 are now against you.
These things I know.
I am the only one on whom you may rely. We are once again but 2 as in the days when first we met. I beseech you, use my corpse as you see fit. Let me be of use to you in death!
You shall.
Of all people, why lay down your life for me?
It was on my account. When you strayed so far afield from the path of light. The Empire was my chief concern. I would see peace at any cost. It mattered not who sat atop the throne. I cared not which warrior god prevailed, so long as this land inherited their triumph. So long as this land could know prosperity. But Kiro selected fate, running afoul of his star. And for it, the land suffers. For me, it is too late. Others must reap what my arrogance has sown. You can be an instrument of hope.
No, I ran afoul of my star. Kiro and I are one and the same.
There's time enough for you to mend your footfalls back to the path. Better still, your friends are content to wait for you. Please, Ryuko. Find your true way. Yes, the dawn.
Shokaku! Shokaku!
From the very beginning, this man was prepared to lay his life down for you.
Then in atonement, allow me the honor of fighting alongside you once more. Of course, you don't need to get all formal on me about it, though. The thing about mistakes is we can always correct them. As long as we can still see where we went wrong, we haven't gone all that far off track. I'm humbled.
He's right, you know. And with all of us in tow, you'll never have to find your way back alone.
grateful. Kero will be stopped, and peace restored to the Empire. By us, to honor the memory of Shokaku.
Place looks deserted.
He lays coiled in the throne room. Let's hurry.
Yeah, right.
What the?
The 5 of you go on ahead. You haven't the time to spare playing Kero's games. I'll hold them off while you gain the throne room.
Good plan.
So, ladies, at last we're alone. Sorry, my dears. I rather preferred you all as women.
Pitiful, misled youth. Oh, how you cling to hope when horrors are imminent.
Joker.
I'll handle this.
Wait, bring that!
Just go! You have more important things to attend to!
Come on.
Even as wounded as you are, you're still compelled to fight. Is this what fealty to Kero begets? I commend you, plunging headlong into harm's way for your beloved. But yours is nothing compared to the sacrifice I've made. My very soul is Kero's.
Mime!
Gonna give her a hand?
No, I must fulfill my sacred duties as a divine warrior.
Oh, wake up! To hell with all that! The woman you love needs you now! I mean, come on, right? What kind of guy lets his old lady fight alone?
Follow your heart, Ryuko.
Go on, then. I'll catch up with you.
There's no end to these harpies. So, you feast on your own wounded. Huh? Not the friendliest of gestures, I'd say. No wonder you've got such pluck.
Is this the strength of Merrick? How will you subdue Kero when even his minions overtop you? He courses through me. My true life's blood. His will enlivens every fiber. You would praise him. It uses you in death. In death we are one. But you'll die. Ryuko!
Now you deal with me.
Curse you! Curse your meddling and your slipshod loyalties! The 5 divine warriors are the very essence of perfidy!
I do not face you as my star, nor as a traitor. My purpose is straightforward. I've come to protect the one I love.
Ryuko, what do you, any of you, know of love?
Joker, as one who knows something about losing his way, I ask what ill wind could possibly have driven so fine a vessel so far from the light? Why anchor yourself to a despot?
Despot. Only the false call great men despots. Lord Kero is my star! His is the fire that purifies all! Yea, the fire that scours clean as bone the night! Without him all is darkness and misery. I serve him as a lover of light, as one happy to die. I'm sure he'd be happy to indulge you.
The jig is up, mustache! Let's end this!
You finally arrived, Alcade. A moment we both yearned for. But alas, you've come too late to vanquish me.
Oh yeah? You've had to walk over on that road? I don't call it destiny! I call it the coward's way out!
The body of a god suits me well. You graze me like an autumn breeze, though that is perhaps an insult to the season.
Stop running your mouth!
You dirty son of a... He's not just spouting off. He really is different.
Can you still not perceive? You and I now occupy two vastly distinct levels of
He
existence.
traded life for sheer power.
An astute observation, young lady.
You coward! Come out!
But I practically dance at the crook of your shoulder. Ghastly, isn't it? Perhaps to say that I dance at the crook of your shoulder was a wee bit misleading. One's metaphors play somewhat loose in the presence of a god, particularly given the unmitigated atrocity of this specimen. Horror feasts upon horror, you see, sometimes literally. Now, Al King, behold the god that consumed even me. Best of luck to you leaving here alive!
So Keros consumed him?
He's inhuman.
The landscape of nightmare made flesh. The harbinger of your demise realized. Oh, my boy, the fun we'll have.
Damn it! Is there nothing we can do for them in their hour of need? For heaven's sake, my brother's in the thick of it!
Calm yourself, your majesty. Your role in this will be as emperor once the way is clear.
Alas, only Taito possesses the strength to pry Kero's hold from this land.
Damn it, no!
You're a disgrace to the infirm. To think you bear the mark of a warrior god, you who whimpers like a babe. It seems even the wretched can stir a titan from his slumber. Your fate was but to stoke the fires of my wrath, give it life. Had you never risen to challenge me, I might have remained as I was.
What a disappointment. I expected so much better out of you, dear boy.
Enough! I'm putting a stop to this now! The hell are you doing?
No, I won't let you fight him. You've got to protect Lila. Mustache belongs to me.
I know. Lila,
Yeah?
I can't keep my promise to you. Forgive me.
Is Al King practicing his genuflection? I must say the attitude suits you better than one might first suspect.
You charge to your doom.
See me! Look at me!
Foolishness. The body in which he subsumed is inviolate. You've more or less matched a foil.
Jose.
Listen to me. We have to set a course for Lu Chang. I know I'm essentially powerless to help, but I will not luxuriate while my brother wagers his life.
Please, your highness, be reasonable.
No, words will not assuage me.
At your majesty's insistence, we must comply.
Like hell we do.
I beg you. For them.
My orders are to escort you as far away from danger as possible. I am not about to break ranks. Whether you like those terms or not, Your Majesty, that is how it's going to be.
Look, my reign was that of a feckless scapegoat scarcely able to please. If I abandon this empire's true heroes now, not a single thing will have changed. Not one. And it will only be a matter of time before someone follows Kero's example. Perhaps I have not the means to marshal an army. Perhaps I haven't the strength to fight. Even so, at my peril,
I will lead the charge.
Turn the ship around! Set a swift course for Luchong! We sail for the capital!
You have my thanks, Enki. I will apologize to Koyo on your behalf.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Only one of them left. You can do this. You were lovely once, before Kero and Choka sunk their talents into what was a beautiful woman. Come, I'll release you.
Indeed, rivaled only by her madness. How you scuttle to one another's side, like scavengers to the bait of fresh carrion. Yours is not a genuine love. You fear too much the other to die. You cheat the true measure of devotion. You're wrong. The measure of our devotion is that we despair each other to be used as bait, a sentiment Kara does not share. Ryuko, insolent little tramp. I am no decoy. Karo's love for me defies imagination. She's delusional. She summons every scrap of her power to support the lie.
Sad. Her state. One feels pity for such a creature. Will you help me to free her?
You fool. Do you even have to ask? Let us go on to Hell's Fury!
You all right?
There goes each of us, but for the grace of heaven's wheel. In another life, we...
Let's go. Our friends are all counting on us.
Now, stand, Alcade, that I may knock you down. Your mind has not yet begun to reel at my power.
In your place, I obey, or else scurry towards the surest means of taking my own life.
I try to stand. I'll only give him the pleasure of seeing me double over. Jose's more or less done for. Ryuko, Rinne, Koyo. None of us ever stood a chance against this guy. But you know, it's okay. I've done my best. It's not like anybody blamed me for staying down.
Acquainted with your limits, are we? Wallow in it, Alcade. Drown in the bitter tide of defeat.
I guess this is it. For all my chest thumping, I'm just a pathetic loudmouth weakling after all.
On the wings of my triumph soars the annihilation of all!
You made it through. Just in time. Please forgive me. I have a long way to go yet before I can hope to...
Ryuko! Koyo!
You still think to win?
What the hell are you doing? Rime, get back!
You needn't worry about me. I harbor no illusions of defeating Kara. That said, I might be able to buy you a few moments with which to recuperate, such as I can.
But why?
Because without you, hope will falter. You are a beacon, Taito. The embodiment of that innocence this land and its people would see restored, immune to degradation's grip. It's plain to all of us. To see you thrive, we fight.
That's it! Come to me! What? This cannot be. Arcade's power is spent.
Thanks, Rime. I owe you one. I was about to call it quits for a second there. Karo pretty much had me believing his whole line about invincibility. I was just knuckling under by choice. But there really is no choice. If I let him win, everyone suffers. Hey, sis, would you knock some sense into me?
Shibutai, get over yourself!
That's the stuff. Thank you.
No. You rejected your fate, Alcade. The wheel of heaven does not present its verdict.
Fate has a lot less to do with this than you think. No star holds a candle to friends willing to fight for you. The sky can turn all at once. Ryuko, Rinmei, Koyo, Hosei, Lila, Grandpa, the monks, the King Long platoon, the Yen, the children, Ryusho, Tokaku, the Wojin squad, Taki, my brother the Emperor, countless kind-hearted strangers along the way. Those of us who fell, Shokaku, Koei, the man I was proud to call my father, Soe. I'm not in this mess for my own sake, but theirs. And not a damn thing you've got compares to them.
Blasphemy! Earthly ties are ephemera before the stars. You and your little ragtag entourage are as nothing!
For all that fancy talk, you're kind of missing the point. How much more are you gonna rattle off about fate?
Why do you pit yourself against destiny?
Because you really pissed me off!
This will end! All of it will end! I shall sucker you to pain!
Come on! If I'm right, that's not my name!
What in the world?
What sort of rule?
Sword of rule indeed.
We're all counting on you. Don't you dare forget that promise.
I swear I won't.
What's the matter, my dear?
Oh, nothing. I shall make things right again.
So, about what happens to us once my brother's been avenged? You seem to stop just short of an answer. Why was that?
Well, you see, I...
Tiger accepts his new role with aplomb, does he not?
Quite so. And steeped